Hey, hi, hello. It is your neighborhood Moro, and welcome. Thank you all for joining me. Man, I was real worried that with this Switch I was gonna fucking lose people, but hey, for whatever reason, you are also interested in game design. So, how are you folks? How you doing? As Neo says, how's your fine-ass mama doing? Oh my god. Uh, can't get rid of us that easy. Happy Pride, everybody. But yeah, so we're gonna be designing some antagonists today, specifically for Fabula Ultima. So for those of you who are like, oh, I miss the religious trauma, I miss grief monsters, I miss all of that. Well, boy howdy, do I have a treat for you. A spicy Spidey senses. You can't get rid of me now. Fuck yeah, I'd have it no other way. I don't want to get rid of you. Who the fuck's trying to get rid of you? Anyway, this is me. Anyway, so let us dive in here. I don't think I've put this light where I want it to be. Also, I look very blue. That wasn't the goal of this. If I turn up this light, ooh, no, I don't like it. I might just turn it off. You think I'm leaving? Y'all are the only reason I'm functioning. Well, shit. Is that good? No, I don't like it there. I've called you Mama Moro before. I'm stuck with you, broski. What do you mean I'm stuck with you? You're stuck with me, and I'm stuck with you. We're sticking together. Woo! But okay. Yes, today we're designing antagonists. So, I have some art, and this is the part of the stream that is going to be like it's not boobies because what a wild way to start out a sentence. There's no cursing? Okay, there's nothing anatomic. It's just lumps. You know? It's just lumps. You know? Anyway, there's some art. I drew something. Oh, that's a sentence. It is a sentence. Anyway. So, like, maybe there's an angel and maybe they have like thorns on them. Maybe there's like a little bit of blood and angst in the art. Anyway, if you're religious or Christian, this probably isn't the stream for you. I don't know why you'd be here anyway, but be welcomed. It's just Trumer's trust. Anyway, so I'm gonna show you the art. I'm gonna show you what I've done. I'm gonna show you what I've done. What have you done? Okay. And then let me do the thing. Let me do the thing. Hang on. Anyway. It's really fucking good. I'm wondering, I'm gonna be obnoxious. Hang on. I'm gonna turn on a layer and I'm gonna fill it with a color and then I'm gonna erase it so that I can do like the cool thing. Anyway, anyway, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. So, I'm gonna make me small real quick. And of course you're gonna see the Fabula Ultima stuff. But what I wanna do, let me minimize that, and this, and that, and then go and grab the reflector app. Do it. Do it. Do it! Okay, well, you'll probably see it. It's fine. What I don't want you to see is the code, though. Can it not show you the code? It would be really cool if it didn't show you the code. Okay, thank God. I was like, why? Not that you're nearby and can cast to my... It's fine. We're not worried. Are you worried? I'm not worried. Perfect. Okay. This is totally fine. Alright. It's just lumps. Yeah, you get it. And then let me go to properties, and then let me go to here, and then is this it? Yeah! Okay. We're gonna be obnoxious, right? You see nothing, but I'm gonna erase a little bit. Yeah! So we're gonna zoom out, and I'm gonna do the artist, like, erase, except it's not gonna be as cool. Yeah, look at her. And if you're like, ooh, but what's in the background? Cat legs. But what? Oh, sorry, that's the foreground. But what's in the background? The cape from the Halo. Read it and weep. Anyway, it's fine. See, it's basically a man. You wouldn't know. Unholy hells. Wings? Wings! Wings! Look at it! Look at it! Those are wings? They're wings! They're wings with little eyeballs on them. Anyway, it looks like a painting, but it's not. Eyes? Yeah, there's eyes on the wings. Anyway, so this is our antagonist. It's... I want to eat it. You could discuss that with the angel. Happy Pride. It's mine now. I'm eating it. All right. It's delicious. Nom nom nom. But aren't they pretty? Aren't they? Isn't this definitely gender neutral angel gorgeous? I gave him little like cat leggies, so like he's appealing to the furries, and then like there's a little veil back here. Oh, you know what I should do actually? Okay, hang on. I have to do something really quick. I have to go over here. Hang on. Because this feather is technically in the background, so I need to make it feel veiled. One sec. This will all make sense in it. Yeah! Yeah! Okay, that was the best decision I've made all night. Ooh! Anyway. Like the veil from the Halo! Oh, I'm obsessed. That gender-neutral angel is amazing. It has no anatomical features whatsoever. That's beautiful. Oh, and the thorns. Okay, hang on. We're gonna fuck with the thorns really quick. I'm wondering if I can make them look pretty, because you can do cool effects with them, right? So I'm wondering if I shouldn't just... Okay, they might just disappear. That's okay. Okay. No. Okay, not exact... Ooh, what was that? Like, they turned red for a minute? Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe this will do something. No? Oh! Oh! Okay. Okay. Do we like the white thorns? Do we like white thorns or do we like black thorns? I feel like I need to I feel like I need to duplicate this and put this back on normal. Hang on. Okay. So there's black and there's white. Shit. I like the black thorns a little bit more. I don't know. But the white thorns. White thorns are cool. I could make them turn white, but I don't want it to be like a complicated, right? Like I could, okay, if I did this and then I went over with an eraser. No. Maybe I do this and I go over with an eraser? Yeah. And I erased it so that it was like, it was white at the edges. Except, no, I think it has to be white at the center. Like white where it starts. White where it starts! And you could like, I have it like a little frosty, a bit of a look. Ooh, I don't know. I don't fuck, I don't know. We'll have to listen. We'll decide that later. Anyway. It's so pretty. Anyway, I could mess with that drawing all day long. Okay, then we turn off the divide and we leave that as is. There's a lot going on. It's fine. Oh, that's so cool. Nom. I think turning them white would be so sick. Like Master of Shadow and like that type of shit. Ooh, I like the black, but also glowing thorns could be. Glowing thorns could be so sick though. Okay, how do I? Okay, I think we duplicate that, and then what we do is I think what we do is we go over to like Gaussian blur. You're a fucking genius. Whoa! Or do I let it be normal so that it pops a little bit more? Hang on. Wait. Okay, but the black outline though? Oh! I'm losing my McFucking mind. Okay, what about that though? It pops! Oh, it pops! Ah! And if we need it to pop more, literally what I do is I just duplicate that layer and oh! That's it. I'm done. That's it. You're a genius. I got so excited I gave myself a foot cramp. What's the villain's gender, by the way? Is the angel agender? I think the villain is either bigender or intersex. Not the McFucking mind. Ooh. Just casually losing my whole mind over here. Fuck. Okay. Well, that's lovely. And I did have a little thing up here, so what I'll have to do is I'll have to go down here and like put it to also divide so that it totally looks normal. Okay. Okay. I am bringer of beauty and chaos. Chaos in the form of foot cramp. I got so excited, I literally twisted my own foot. Okay, well, sick. Love this for us. And if it gets to be like a little too much like color in the thorns or whatever, what I can do is I can literally come over here and just dim this slightly so that we get, I don't know, normal thorns. Oh, gray kind of works too. I actually like the gray a little bit. Shit. Okay. Don't mind me. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on, besties. Hang on. Yeah. We're gonna leave. We're gonna. Anyway, this. Hydrate. You got it. Wonderful. Oh, and by the way, this cup says, you're my favorite. I'm so worried because I have like grip strength issues. That I was worried I was just gonna pick up the cup and just drop it with water. I don't have water with me today. I mean, technically it's water. It's flavored water. I'll go get water later. Promise. Trust. Okay. So, we're designing this villain today. We're doing this one. I keep coming back to this piece and fucking with it. I'm gonna try to stop fucking with it. But it gets so cool, like, the more I do with it, like, okay, I think if I turn this off, it does, yeah, look at that, and then it does, like, something weird to the veil. It gets less cool whenever I do this. Maybe more cool whenever I do that? Oh, it's the same. But anyway, like, playing with the lighting also affects it. Pinky promise you'll get water later? I pinky promise. It's gonna be the first cup of water I have all day, so absolutely pinky promise. Anyway, boop! Life is so good right now. Okay. So, I think we're done ogling this beauty. I have another villain that we could be designing. I kind of just want to show it to you. Fair warning, how does everyone feel about visible horse muscles? Like, not anywhere other than the horse. Like, just like a horse anatomy, a headless horse, a naked woman, but like lumps, a scythe, an eclipse. Are we okay with all of these elements? Are we okay? Because I'll show you the villain, right? But if you're interested, I can show you. I basically drew death. I'm good with it. Alright, cool. Sick. I'm gonna Gib. Alright, you got it. So, don't worry about this one up on the top. Worry about this one. So this is the Pale Rider. And this is horse anatomy. I literally had a reference of horse anatomy. But yeah, isn't she cool? I fucks with it. I was really proud whenever I drew this. I drew this, I think, in like an hour. 2 hours, maybe. That's sick as fuck! Isn't it though? Fuck yeah! Isn't it cool? And the scythe looks like the fucking horse head as it's like dipping down, nom nom worthy. Honestly, you could eat the horse if you wanted to. I don't know that I'd recommend it, but like that's a you thing, right? I personally would feel bad about eating a horse, but if I was starving, like Banshee on a scythe-headed horse, yeah, yes. With an eclipse behind them. Because why the fuck not? Why not eclipse? I was debating also on making the flag a different color, but maybe white to go with everything, but I also like that it's just a random green flag. Actually, hang on, I'm gonna fuck with that really quick. I'm just gonna... Hang on, Bessie. We're just gonna... Where's the color on this? Is that all of the color? Fantastic. Okay, we don't want to erase it. We don't want to do that. No, stop. Please. I just want to select the I just want to see my wife again. Okay. No! Stop it. Why are you doing this? Okay. It's fine. We're gonna have to erase some of that, but we're gonna grab all of that. This. Not the... Oh, not that either. Okay. And then that. And then we're gonna remove... Hold up. I want to remove that. Okay. Cool. Sick. We're gonna just put this right here. We're gonna... Now we're going to go over here, I think. And we're gonna fuck with the... Can I just make this white? Do I just, like, make... Ooh. Ooh, okay. We don't want to make it too white, though. Or we turn up the saturation and we just go for all the colors really quick. Oh, an orange flag could work. An orange flag could work. What if I turned up the saturation some and then turned down? Okay. Oh, I don't know. Maybe a yellow flag. Because at least it'll look real weird. The flag doubles as a main. Oh my god. Yeah, you get it. I kind of like the green, but orange is really cool. Right, the orange is really cool. You can't eat horse. Apparently they do. I don't like horse meat. It's not my favorite thing. Okay. Yeah, the orange is kind of sick. I don't want to turn up the, oh, good. Wait, is the percentage at... What's my battery? Okay, 64. We're so close to greatness. Okay, we'll do that. The orange kind of looks like blood. Let's see. And then what kind of orange? Do we like super orange? I kind of like it a little desaturated because I want it to look old. That looks just brown. that's just light brown. Okay, maybe there. Maybe there. Rusty, right? Oh. If we're going for rusty, hang on. 49? That might work. I think I like that. Anyway. Ooh. Okay, and then we could go back and forth. We could be like, no, and then yes. So... There we go. So do we like that more than the green? I like that the green goes with her skin, though. I'm not gonna lie. Because I don't want the colors to be too samey. Or maybe the color changes from the mood. That's terrifying. I'm gonna try one more color. Because I want to try blue. I want to find... Okay, blue kind of fucks, though. Respectfully. Oh no. Okay. Because it contrasts with her hair. Oh, I like blue. It makes it less realistic. Okay. Now I have so many options. Maybe I leave it green. Ugh. Fuck it. I'm gonna leave it green for now. But anyway, this is the process of me building villains and drawing and shit. Anyway. Let's not get distracted. We're eventually going to be making this monstrosity. Don't worry, it's just a whale. It's just a whale. Don't worry about the train on it. Or that it represents collective grief. We're working on this baby. But blue flames exist. Ooh, blue flames do exist. Shit. Okay. I could look at this for hours. I made something for me to look at. But anyway, okay, so let me go ahead and turn this off, and let's go back to what we were capturing a minute ago. Let me sigh. Speaking of art tomorrow, I made a protest art today, and me thinks it's cool. Nice, well done. All right, let me turn off the reflector app. Today we're making antagonists. So from Neo, I have been told that it would be really cool if we made a tiered antagonist. What the fuck does that mean? So in Fabula, there are many different kinds of villains. Let me scroll a little bit. We're gonna, actually, you know what? I don't have to do this. I can just Control F villain. Yeah. Okay, villain, villains. This just talks about what they can do. We'll go over it really quick. I'll go to page 100, but the page that we need to go to is... The Art of Designing Villains. So that's 254. Let me remember that. Let me write that down. 254. But we'll go and we'll talk about villains here for a minute. Okay, so... Villains! In Fabula Ultima, villains are powerful antagonists that will give player characters a run for their money. Just as the player characters drive action forward, in a story, villains represent the powerful threats that loom over the world, sometimes lurking in the shadows, sometimes welcoming our protagonists with a warm and deceitful smile, and sometimes challenging them to an all-out battle that will decide the fate of the entire world. Here are some good examples. A corrupt baron that is constantly abusing his authority, a ruthless entrepreneur who exploits workers and tricks them into believing it's for their own good, a legendary dragon terrorizing the countryside, an ancient wizard who turned the locals into pigs, rats, and frogs, a regretful sorceress seeking to erase the present to correct her past mistake, a god of despair who seeks to liberate all living things from the pain of existence. Whatever form they take, villains are usually connected to one or more player characters. Sometimes this connection is thematic, as would be the case with a ruthless villain opposing the character's theme of mercy, but it would be also much more tangible, a classic case of... But it will also be much more tangible, huh? Okay, hang on. Okay, sometimes basically the villain can be thematic, or sometimes it can be the player's backstory. That's all you gotta know. Introducing a villain. We're not gonna worry about this. Skip! What you gotta know is that basically villains get ways to interact with the game as well. Players get something called Fabula points, where they can alter the story and do cool shit. Villains, I as the game master, get Ultima points, so ways that I can not fuck you over, because that's not the name of the game, but ways that I can fuck with you. There are five. Sorry, I read the number 5. There are 3 different kinds of villains. There's minor, major, and supreme, like a sandwich. The sizes of sandwiches. There are a couple different kinds of villains. There's minor villains, major villains, and supreme villains. Minor villains are like... Oh god. Let me put this in a way that we'd all would understand. So, a minor villain is like Onion from Steven Universe, right? Is Steven Universe still cool? God, I hope so. I haven't watched, like, enough of Owl House to be able to say this villain from Owl House. A major villain is going to be, like, Princess Bubblegum from Adventure Time if she was evil. And then a supreme villain would be Bellos from Owl House. Anyway, I hope that makes sense. I hope you've been watching and that you have studied up on your pop culture. Otherwise, I've got nothing for you. I suppose, like, another supreme villain would be, like, Ganon. And then you'd have a major villain, and that could be, like, Girahim from Skyward Sword. But I don't know if anyone played that game. I did, but... Anywho, so those are the 3 tiers that we're designing. We're designing a minor villain, a major villain, and a supreme villain. Here's the thing with all that. We're gonna skip what you can do with Ultima points. What's important is that a villain can escalate. A minor villain can become a major villain can become a supreme villain, but a supreme villain is, like, tapped out, capped out, we don't see much else, like, At that point, you either gotta defeat him or the world ends, you know? You know? Let me snooze this real quick. Let me dismiss this real quick, and let me scroll all the way down. There we go. Okay. My chat may have stopped for a minute, but not for long. But yeah. So, our little angel guy, we gotta figure out how to move him from a minor villain to a major villain to a supreme villain. Here's the thing. A minor villain has a personal goal. A major villain affects multiple people, and a supreme villain is looking to change the world itself. So, hang on, I'm gonna bring out my journal here real quick as we're looking at this. So, if we're dealing with this angel, I'm thinking the way that we see him here is probably his major villain status, and then the supreme villain would be more like biblically accurate, you know? Anyway, so let me write down a couple of things. So minor. So these are personal stakes. This is for you. This is 6 ounces. Please let me write the word stakes correctly. Thank God. We have major. Powerful mages, legendary creatures. Oh, that sounds cool. Yeah! Alright, major. So this is like trying to affect organizations. This is still trying to affect systems. So this is like systemic stakes. And then supreme is existential stakes. Okay. So I think this angel as a minor villain is probably assisting someone else, right? So someone has summoned this angel, likely. What's that? Oh god, what happened?
It's Chef in my fridge shenanigans.
Who's it with?
Chef in my fridge, the show, the Korean cooking show I've been watching.
Yeah?
So they have a mixed martial artist on the show right now.
Okay.
This is not going where you expected. This is gonna go very quickly into chaos.
Okay, okay.
And one of the chefs apparently was like, well, I want to say that I got kicked by this man. Because apparently that's... So he gets up there, and he's like, can you kick me with, like, 25% power? Like, it's slow, but you hear when it hits.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
And the camera's way over here. You hear that shit.
Oh.
And he's like, ha! So now there's a line of people to get kicked. Because no one learned from the first time.
No, okay.
So the next chef, because they were like, oh, we should do your placement in the Asia's, like, top 50 restaurants, right? So the first chef got 25%. The next chef got 37.
No.
So he kicks him, and this guy is from Taiwan, I believe. And he's like, and is just shocked, right? No one has learned their lesson yet.
No.
So then Nam-No, the really goofy one with the really goofy fat dude.
Yeah.
He's like, so the guy's like, you look like you work out. Nam-No's like, I'm just fat. And he's like, yeah, I figured that out when I felt your arm. And he's like, can you hit me with, and then the host was like, you should hit him with like 40% power. And Nam-No's like, what? And he was like, okay. No. Takes Nam-No down.
No.
From a shin kick to the thigh. Takes him down.
No.
So then they're like, wait a minute, host, you're the one who did this. You should get kicked. So he's like, can you give me like 20% power? And the guy's like, yeah. Kicks him, takes him down for 5 minutes. This man is on the floor going, I feel my bones caving in. And I was like, this man's got cauliflower ear. Oh, you did?
I don't know what that means.
So cauliflower ear is essentially when, because of repeated injuries to the side of your head, particularly your ear, blood flow gets basically stoppered in there, so your ear just puffs out.
Yeah.
This man has double cauliflower ears.
Oh, shit.
What do you mean? This man has a YouTube channel that in 5 months has garnered, like, 1 billion views or some shit like that.
Jesus.
Because it's just him eating an egregious amount of food. Because this man looks like he could take a penny and go, eat! And I was just like, y'all wanted to be kicked by this man?
No.
Why?
Why?
Why? Sorry, there's a silver alert. Oh, that's quite a bit out.
Hmm.
But yeah, I just... Also, they keep using the StarCraft nuclear launch noise, and it sends me... I never expected it. It sends me every single goddamn time. They haven't done the whole, like, voice tag yet, but they keep going to... And I'm like, please stop using the adjutant noise. Please, I beg you. Please. I love this show so goddamn. It's so chaotic. And then so they had an Italian chef last week who speaks Korean. They have another Italian chef who doesn't. So he's been translating a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And the martial artist, I guess, made a video of his house and it was messy and his wife got mad.
Yeah.
And so, like, the Italian who doesn't speak Korean looks at the other Italian and goes, and he's still married? So the other Italian who does speak Korean goes, are you not divorced yet? This show is pure chaos. Oh my god. Also, they had one of the guests come back as a cook.
Oh.
And he beat Pong.
Oh.
He beat Pong. It was really funny.
How?
So the order was a friend of his who also just can handle the spice. It's the guy who doesn't feel the spicy.
Yeah.
So the guy was like, make me a super spicy dish, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he does it. It's fine. They're putting a sauce that looks like Satan's shit in there. It is pure red and just if Menace was a color, right? So if Menace was a color, this is the color of this hot sauce, right? Kim Pong, for the first time, makes a normal flavor profile. His exact words were, why am I doing this now? I love this show so goddamn much. It's so chaotic.
Eventually, I have to come upstairs and watch it with you because the episode that I saw was very fun.
It's so chaotic.
It is.
And Kim Pong has decided to start recreating animals in his dishes.
What?
So because one of the guests wanted them to make food that reminded them of nature, so he made what looked like caterpillars. And then he tried to do it again to make them look like eels.
They just look like eels? Not even slightly? Like, I'm imagining he tried to make him this way.
It was doughy.
Ooh.
I'll let you think about what it looked like, and he used paste in it that made it look brown. The chefs were crying. One of the chefs was laughing so hard, he was like actually tears streaming down his face, crying. And then he's using a knife to like cut them and slide them into the water. No! So they're like long and thin. And everybody's like, Pong, what are you doing? He's like, this is my loach stew. And they're like, no, it's not.
No, it's not. Happy Pride.
Oh my god. Oh, the show's so chaotic. It's so chaotic. I love it so goddamn much. Oh, let me go try to watch the rest of the shit.
Thank you for stopping by. Chat says hi. Maybe he's a cult leader. Ooh, okay, so where were we? We were designing villains. I am trying to figure out how to make these stakes. How to make these stakes. So, make a mini-me. Okay. Minor villains. I think at this point we have to go to the next page, right? So let me go to that's a 5. 256, I think, in the PDF. Yes, the art of villains, blah, 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 goals, and then it tells us what kind of villains we can have here. It goes back to minor, major, and supreme. Fantastic. Okay, so a minor villain, probably hired or summoned by somebody. Hired or summoned. For whatever reason, the angel sticks around. So, angel sticks around. Major. Systemic. Okay. So, has complex goals that can affect a large number of people, such as conquering a kingdom or destroying a divine being. Let's just say that he tries to upend a religious thing. So, this is... like walks into a church, full Jesus style. Walks into church, becomes figurehead to try to save people. Ooh! Okay, I am suddenly reminded of William Blake's poems. William Blake is a heretical poet, according to Christian standards. This chat would love him. I'm gonna give you... Maybe I should read you one of his poems. This is the guy who says to see eternity in a wildflower. Yeah, Auguries of Innocence. Here we go. William Blake. Okay. I think this is a long-ass poem, so maybe I won't read it all. But I'll read up to here. Yeah, that's not too bad. Okay, so here's the thing. The thing that you need to know about William Blake, heretical works, according to Christianity, because William, or Mr. Blake, poses that the devil in hell is actually the real God who is trying to save us from the thing that overthrew him. The thing that calls itself God. That heaven, by imposing such strict rules, is keeping us from our human nature. Anyway, we love William Blake around here for various reasons, so I'll read you one of his poems. To see a world in a grain of sand, and heaven in a wildflower, hold infinity in the palm of your hand, and eternity in an hour. A robin redbreast in a cage puts all of heaven in a rage. A dove house filled with doves and pigeons shudders hells through all its regions. A dog starved at his master's gate predicts the ruin of the state. A horse misused upon the road calls to heaven for human blood. Each outcry of the hunted hare a fiber from the brain does tear. A lark wounded in the wing, a cherubim does cease to sing. A gamecock clipped and armed for fight does the rising sun affright. Every wolf's and lion's howl raises hell from human soul. Fuck it, maybe I should read the rest, you know? Nah, it's too fucking long. But anyway, sometimes William Blake, I think it was Songs of Innocence, it might be Auguries of Innocence, but William Blake basically has an entire list of poems and catalogs ready from the perspective of God. And I mean, like, the God in hell. You would think it's the devil, but no, the God who is banished to hell, rather than the devil ruling in heaven. Anyway. He's really cool. So, I think this angel is going to be our devil. Not our devil in hell, our devil in heaven. So, our major villain is, this angel tries to overthrow God. Overthrow God, by affecting her people. How do you let them suffer in that ivory tower of yours? Yeah, I can already hear his voice in my head. This is perfect. The Devil in Heaven. Also my new band name. The God banished to hell rather than the devil ruling in heaven. Whoa, man! I know. Angel tries to overthrow God by affecting her people. How could you let your children rot and suffer while sitting lamely in that ivory tower? And of course my clock chimes at that moment. Jesus, man, I love this idea so much. Thank you! It's pretty cool, isn't it? Alright, so the angel, okay. I guess for the major villain, like, the angel gets stuck here. Okay, hang on. I have to, because William Blake calls the devil or the angel something specific. What does... Oh, well, actually, let me not do that here. Let me do this over here. What does William Blake call the devil? Oh, this is a marriage of heaven and hell. William Blake. What do you call the devil? What do you call him? Okay, voice of the devil, blah, 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 blah. 2 excerpts. No, go away, I don't know you. If the lion was advised by the fox, he would be cunning. Proverbs of hell. That's cool. Ooh, I need this so bad. I need it. Do you not? Does it not? Because there's something that the devil is called. It's like his true name. Oh, shit. Oh. Urizen! Urizen. Okay, Urizen. William Blake. Urizen, in the mythology of William Blake, Urizen is the embodiment of conventional reason and law. He is depicted as a bearded old man, sometimes bears architect's tools to create constraint in the universe or nets, and he ensnares people in webs of law and conventional society. Originally, Urizen represented one half of a 2-part system. With him represented reason and loss, LOS, the opposition, representing imagination. That is God. Anyway, in Blake's reworking of his mythic system, Urizen is one of the 4 Zows, and that result from the division of primordial man, Albion, blah 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 blah. Anyway, so you can go and learn about this thyself. Yeah, because he represents Satan. Demiurge. Yeah. Fuck, I was gonna say something. I forgot what it was. Yes! The devil in heaven is represented with geometric shapes, while the god in hell is represented with much more rounded shapes. So this was an artist who was also world building. You can see why I like William Blake, right? It's one of the Zows. Urizen, Tharmas. Division of Primordial Man. I think we're just gonna call him Urizen. Yeah. Hang on. I have to ask. Is Urizen the devil? Question mark? Well, yeah, Devil May Cry, and that's why Urizen appears in Devil May Cry, because, yeah, we love William Blake in this house. We do! Yeah, okay, we're gonna use Urizen. Why is Urizen so powerful? Stop asking questions. Don't worry about it. Okay. We'll get to that later. Alright, so we're calling the angel Urizen. I'm gonna put a little heart around it, because that's just so good. Wait, no, Moro, I said, Satan. It's the word we get from Satan. It means accuser, among other things. Oh, that's cool. Oh, so you're saying an actual name. I thought you said like a laugh. That is my bad. So how do I pronounce that? It's probably not is it still Satan or is it Satan? Ooh. I feel like I just said a word I wasn't supposed to say in the middle of the night. I didn't feel good in my tummy. Oh, you guys haven't been hearing the fucking desktop audio this whole time. I've been playing music. Let me go over here really quick and loop this. Yeah. Let me go. Hasatan? Ooh. 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 Ooh, but is that too on the nose? Okay, what if the full angel's name is Urizen Hasatan? That fucks, though. Okay. Ooh, alright. Let's look up Ha. Meaning. The adversary, the accuser. Oh, it is one word. That fucks so, yeah. Ooh. Okay, here's the thing though. If it's just one word, we can do that. That's such a cool name. Okay. All right. That's... Thank you. Thank you, Necrotic Push Pop. Thank you for everyone who has so far told me that this is a cult and building this villain up with me. Love this. Love this for us. Okay, so obviously at the end, the angel just tries to become God, but the angel is not God, so I think the angel has to pull a Full Metal Alchemist. And then that's how that happens. So, we start as a minor villain. It's hired or summoned. It sees the plight of those around it and seeks to do better. Major, so it walks into a church, it tries to become a god, tries to use the people, etc. Then it, as a supreme villain, it actually just tries to siphon the life out of people. He's got a capital letter in his name. Like he's Irish. Yes! I think I will lowercase it though, because otherwise it'll have the reaction, how do I want to phrase this? It'll cause a reaction, like what I had, where it's like, ha, Satan. So I am gonna lowercase them both, but I like the idea. It's fucking Irish. And then siphons people for power to upend reality. We go full metal alchemist. Alright. Spoilers, I guess? You should watch Full Metal Alchemist if you haven't. You shouldn't... Hang on. Is it that you should or that you shouldn't watch Brotherhood? Hang on. I'll know by the art style. Okay, I think Brotherhood. I think Brotherhood's the one that's okay. Yeah, Brotherhood's the one that you should watch. You should watch Brotherhood. Yes. I've actually never watched Full Metal Alchemist. You should. You should also be not, like, older than 13. You should, if you saw it younger than 13, I'm sorry about all of the harm that you have gone through. Vicariously through, that one red-haired dog. Wink. I am not, no one, I don't, but you should watch it. I'm older than 13. I think y'all know this. I think, frankly, I hated that. Dog, same. I didn't see the Brotherhood version of that. I saw the other anime version of that. This is around the time I was watching Inuyasha, right? Oh my god. I thought my siblings thought I was 12 for like 2 years, by the way. I'm gonna be bullying them about it forever. No, don't bully! Okay. I know you're playing. Okay, so we got the story, we got the backstory. I'm gonna look at the art again real quick, because I want it to fit. I want it to do good. Is this the look? Well, yeah, because then the thorns, and then Someone confidently said I was 21 today, sweet child. Honestly, like, I was browsing through my followers' channels and it was just like, oh, who follows me and whatnot. And honestly, you don't look older than like mid-20s. Just saying. And they forgot my birthday is next month, but I'm nice. I'm still dyeing their hair this Friday. Bless you. Look, like, do I look 30? Some days I wake up looking like 30, I think. But also, I hope I get to be very ancient looking. I want to look like Grandmother Willow. I want the wisdom visible on my face. I want to be like, I've seen some shit, kid, without having to smoke. I turned 27 in a few months, y'all. Hey! I thought you were like 19. Honestly, I thought Lavender was also like mid-20s. But I also... How do I want to phrase? There are some young people that look old as hell. Street mileage did y'all no favors. And then there are some young people who look younger. So, Also, there's such like, how do I want to phrase this? A hyperfixation on youth and the value of youth and being young, and it makes me tired thinking about it. All my coworkers thought I was in my 20s. You take no shit like you're in your 20s. I've been told I sound older, but I don't know about that. I don't know that I ever heard your voice whenever you were in the Discord, but I remember it was either you or Frankenstein did sound like older. Oh, for sure. I'm getting gray hair already and I kind of love it. Right? People say I look like I'm in my upper teens, although to be fair, I dye my hair myself, so... Oh, that's fair. You have, lol. Oh, okay. I thought that was a grown man's voice. I think Benji has a very sweet voice. Maybe that's the one I'm thinking of, because one of them has like a very small, very like mousy voice. Okay, so we got Urizen Hasaten. Such a cool fucking name! I'm gonna have to, hang on, I have to go over here, and instead of Fallen Guardian, I have to write Urizen. Hang on. Urizen Hasatan. Done. You guys gotta see this. My iPad is doing me no fucking favors. Please. No, it's not showing it. Okay, I will. I'm moving. I'm running. Don't do this. No! Okay, I have to restart the reflector app, but it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Let me just turn on this window capture. It's fine. Oh my god. That's so fucking funny. Alright, so my iPad has decided to split up how to spell Hasaten. It thought I was trying to spell, and let me move this now to a side. Turn this off. Go to the reflector app. Do this. Do this. Do this. Do this. Do this. And then look. It says Urizen. It says no. Stop it. Go away. It says Urizen has a tan. No. No! Why were you able to spell Urizen? Sorry, I'm not mad. Satin, you damn it. Oh, they do not in fact have a tan. No, they look like a marble fucking statue. Fuck. What if he has an apostrophe name? Okay. I'm only slightly against apostrophes in a name because it's a very fantasy thing to do. It is a very fantasy thing to do. I don't know. I don't know. I'll think about it. Where would you? Oh, that's the palest motherfucker too. It is. He is. They are marble. They are plaster. They are cloud. I almost wonder if I should make their skin more, I don't know, plastery. Ivory. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Oh no, girl. I'm just thinking about it. What I want to do is I want to draw a supreme version of this angel dude. So really quick, I don't know that I want to do this for very long. Also, these brushes are so good. Oh, I realize I haven't been, like, showing this on the smaller screen. Yo, hold up. Me, come over here. Can I add source? Add source, is that window capture? Okay, cool. And then we want to do existing, then we want to do reflector app. Yeah, and then we'll just put that right down there, and then no one has to know. No one's gotta know. We're just gonna scroll down, and there we go. Boop. Cool. Fuck, I just realized I misgender them. Rip. Sorry, evil angel person. Okay. No, not that. Okay, we're gonna use a bunch of, like, blocky brushes really quick. So, I want eyeballs. I want biblically accurate. I want eyeballs. And then from them, and I'll use a different color for them, why didn't you give me color red? Oh, because I didn't, you know what? That's on me. Okay. For them, no, I need more blocky. For them, I want, like, general person. Hang on. I know the hips don't lie, but that's why we connect them. No, hips too big. There we go. That's, like, weird and nicely angelic. And then I'll probably have to select this, move him up a little bit, because I want leggy here and leggy here. You know, he'll do a nice little swoop with, like, his feet. And then maybe this, hang on. Hold up. Oh, actually, I like that foot. Hang on. We'll cut off that foot. We'll bring it yonder. We're gonna erase this. We're going to do also swoop. Oh shit. Too much swoop. So this leggy in front. This leggy with slight heel in back. Okay. Maybe need more bend. Maybe need slightly more bend. And then what I want is in one hand, I want him to be holding, like, the halo. And in the other hand, he's gonna continue to hold rapier. Wow, I did that so fast. Hang on. Whoa, I wasn't expecting me to be able to do that so fast. Maybe I am cool. Okay, hang on. And then in the back, of course, we want... Hang on. We're gonna change colors slightly. Hi, welcome to my design process. Welcome to a tutorial on how to draw someone's worst fucking nightmares. Okay, the thing that we have to remember about a wing is that it's literally the same as your arm. So you have shoulder, like where it connects. You have elbow, and then you have wrist with, like, your hands here. So we have to remember that his wing is right here. It needs to go down. We're gonna have it come out slightly, and then go back up because I want it to very obviously, like, to be charred and shit, right? Because he's questioning life decisions right now. He's fighting God at the moment, and he's probably gonna have to have, like, a timeout. So we're gonna duplicate, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna select it, flip it horizontally so that I don't have to do more work than I absolutely have to. Deselect that. What are we doing? And then voila! Boom! 2 wings! Now, I think right here, is where I had the eyeballs, or hang on, where did I have the eyeballs on you? I had them, oh, I had them there. Fantastic. Then I just need to go, hang on. I need to go right here. Oh, hang on, merge down. I need to go right here on the both of them. I need to do my little circle. Another little circle. And then, because I'm fucked up, we're gonna have, like, the little... No, I need it worse. I need more color. We're gonna have I, and he cry. Right? Good silhouette. Good silhouette. He do big tear. He very sad. Fucking thigh cap LMAO bitch breathe. Well, he's gonna have, hang on, he's gonna also have his little, like, cloth. Oh, that's no good. We can't tell that it's a cloth. He's gonna have, like, his his dick swoop fucking cloth right here. It's fine. So that he has, like, the bird tail silhouette. Hang on, how do I want that to look? Cause it'll droop across that fucking leg, right? And then it'll be like something like that. And then it'll be that, and then that, and then that. Perfect! And then what I need to do now is grab this. Copy paste. Move this layer behind this guy. Grab this. Erase so that the perspective looks good. Perfect. Now no one knows. What else do I want? I'm also going to add some yellow here. And I'd like this to be above this layer. So, who here has played Bayonetta? He's gonna This is a sentence I expected to hear. What I wanna do is wait, I asked a question. Yeah, if you've played Bayonetta, I kinda want, like, there to be some slight crackleage as, like, pieces of him are falling and revealing what he's becoming. What they're becoming? Fuck it. Damn it, I keep not doing it correctly. I keep misgendering my own angel. I also need to, like, actually draw in your face at some point, but that's fine. I kinda want you to have something going on with your face, though. How do you make a biblically accurate person? Oh, yeah, that's some good shit. Okay. Anyway, you see the vision? You see it? You see it? Boop. And now what we can do is, now that we have basically what it looks like, we can make it bigger. Yeah. Maybe a missing rib? Ooh, a missing rib right here. Okay. A missing rib. Maybe one head but many faces. I like that. Like a ton of hands and eyes. Eyes all over the body. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Y'all fucked up. I fucks with that. Okay, so we're gonna have to identify what parts of him are fucked up. I'm gonna do that by making him now Christmas colored. This will make sense in a minute. I promise. I promise, bestie. I promise. Okay. Kinda want this whole top bit to be fucked up. This entire bit. And then this too. Okay, and then we can have kinda want no, yes, we'll just do this. Yeah. Anyway, this is concept art and this is fucking drafting. Oh, we should do this though. We should just do this just a little bit. Don't worry, there's a cloth there. We're not worried about it. Anyway. And then, Yeah, we'll just do the rest of this leg. This leggy. Gotta give him a nice little ankle. Cough, cough. But the eyes come and go. It started as one eye, but then more started popping up the more depraved they became. I like that. Okay. Oh, I'm actually marking over that drawing. Oops! That wasn't exactly the intention, but you know what? And then we'll have, like, you know, the hand be a little fucked up. I kind of want it to be that much. I've changed my mind. I take it back. Perfect. Okay. I'm pleased. We could just make this as awful as we need to. You know, like ooh. You know what? This should start to look like peacock feathers. Like he should have still those like other two tail feathers, and they should be eyeballs. Yeah, okay. That's the silhouette. If you're like, whoa, that's busy. Yes! I don't give a shit. I want everything going on. Okay, and maybe the final form could just be the thing they're becoming, and it's, yeah, absolutely. Oh my god. Maybe pride and vanity is one of his sins. Oh my god! I like that. Pride plus vanity. Pride plus vanity. Later, I'm gonna come back to this drawing and be like, what the fuck was I thinking? But it's fine. I really want you to be like, but I'm doing this for you. And like, really in your emotions about it, but this eye is just like... And then the eyebrows and eye. Yeah, that's unnerving. I like that. Anyway, welcome to my design process. After this, I go and grab references from Pinterest. Like this, I'll show you guys actually. There's a lot in the art community about how you shouldn't like trace or have that be your main reference, and I agree with that up to a point. Tracing for me is important to learn shapes. That shouldn't be your only method to learning, of course. You should also practice as you go along, but just to show you what I did, here is the many different ways in which I tried to draft this out. It's like, maybe I want to go for that instead. Maybe I want to keep this helmet. Maybe I like her body shape. And I decided this is how I came to this. And I was like, oh, maybe I want to do both of these. I took a lot of inspiration from this piece of art. I thought about including the helmet, but I thought they looked too much like a Valkyrie. So I was like, can I include it both? And it was around this time that I realized that they play with proportions in a really interesting way, and I wasn't prepared for that. And there we go. We start to see the actual workings of the face, what I do with the hand. And at some point, I just, because I didn't have my computer screen on, I just literally modeled it after my own hand, holding a pencil. But yeah. I do need to learn more about how cloth falls, because I tried to play with that quite a bit in this drawing. But I ended up having to use more mimicry than I would have liked. The wing shape is weird, and I have to fix that eventually later. I decided to swap the position because I think that it looks better that way, and it also allowed me to get a different perspective. This is what the vines were initially gonna look like, and that's kind of what it looks like behind. Later I go back and fuck with it a little bit more. This is me adding the thorns to every single line. I was like, do I need to add them to every line? I don't know. Do I gotta? And I do. And I'm glad I did, honestly. It adds more texture. I do get sloppy with it at the end, which I'm not upset about, even slightly. And that's me painting the damn thing. I was like, how do I want this to look? Do I want it to outline? Okay, well, let me just keep it like that, and then I'll play with it. And then I added the halo today. That's what I did today. It's like, how do I want it to... So I took a reference from literally Elden Ring, the Shadow Tree, and after I got just a little bit of the silhouette, I faded it out to as much as I wanted it to, erased as I needed to, and added the little tendrils, and voila! Literally. So cool. Would you be open to doing an art trade? I'm in no way skilled, but enough yet? How dare you? You don't have to be... Drawing is fun! Do you want to do something for fun? Let's do it for fun! Oh wow, apparently I only spent 2 hours on that, or almost 3 hours, but you know. Anyway, and here we are. But yeah, absolutely. I think it'd be cool once I get better. Lies and slander, your art is amazing. But yeah, okay. That's enough. That's enough shucking and jiving there. So let me, real quick, let me check up on making sure that I'm not losing any chats. Let me move this to a side. Do I have I not been seeing those chats this whole time? God damn it. Alright. Can this... Why is it being mean to... Oh, Jesus. Well, it's gone forever now, boys. Let me just, there we go. Why is it so small? Okay, no, that's fine. Yeah, we'll just close out of that whole program. That's cool. We'll sign in here, make sure that I'm seeing shit that I need to see. There we go. Wonderful. I wish I could, man, I wish I could see that chat, though. Seeing that chat would be really cool. There we go. Okay, apparently no one's chatting in the YouTube, but that's totally fine. I'm not known over there just yet. Alright, so. Let me pull up Ultima tour. And let me pull up the adversary designer. You guys remember this. Can I change the theme on here? That'd be really cool if I could. Oh, I can. What do I want to change it to? Hang on. Bravely Ordinary. Do I want to do a brown theme? Kinda do. We're doing brown today. Oh, because it looks pretty. Okay. Hang on. Let me change the windows around so that y'all can see what the fuck I'm doing. Properties. Go over here. And there we go. Y'all remember this. Y'all remember this. Because we talked about some of the... Y'all remember Mr. Kryebs with his big steppy, his stabby stab, his bang bang, and the cold shoulder. Y'all remember? There's Johannes, there's Steven, there's Tony, there's Tommy. Bribery will get you far, pay the crab, or face the consequences. Y'all remember? We remember the stabby crab, yeah. Twitch chat monster, he's a greedy bastard. Bastard. That's how I spelled it. Okay. But today we are making a new NPC. I forgot about our little man. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Don't worry. Alright, let me close out of my iPad and remove it from the charger since it might overheat. I was thinking about it. And then I also was supposed to have like a package delivered today. So we're gonna just refresh this page and see if it's actually gonna fucking be delivered. You say you're out for delivery, but I don't believe you. If a package arrives in the night, I'm gonna be worried. I don't believe you. Okay. I'm sad. Crybaby, that's me! Man, these monsters are fucked up. Okay, but anyway, let's create an NPC. We're gonna go over here and we're gonna edit him. And we already have a name for him. This is... Urizen. Hasatan. No, because night packages are scary. They're scary! Who's ringing the doorbell this late at night? Don't. Resist. Traits. Well, we like pride. So we prideful. We like vain. Wait, that's not how you spell vain. There you go. We like vain. Because I'm not going outside at fucking midnight. Yeah, no, you can't make me. I need 2 more. Prideful, vain. Give me a second. We have to make him a demon. We have to make him a no, I don't wanna, but we have to make him a demon. And we're not going to make him a minor villain yet because I think that doubles his... No, it doesn't. Does it not do anything to the health? I'm looking at the 50. This amount right here. Okay. Supreme? Supreme villain? No? Okay. And it doesn't give me any additional points up here either. So that just tells me that it has Ultima points. So I'll tell you what. I'm not gonna make it a villain at all. But I am gonna make it a champion. I'm gonna make it a champion. I'm gonna make it a champion 2. And I need to make it level 10. Okay. So this is Urizen Hasatan, level 10. The reason I'm making him level 10, by the way, is because and I will... Persuasive? Persuasive! How about... Okay, we're changing it to charismatic. Specifically because cult leader. Oh. Not charismatic. Charming. Charming. And I want to make it something like logical. I want to make this villain thoughtful because it... Ooh, I don't want to say empathetic because the foundation, the Christian foundation, it's like the Christ foundation is trying to demonize empathy, and I don't want to demonize empathy, but I want someone who will, not a narcissist, who will use how you feel about your marginalized identity, your hard circumstances. Quiet, maybe observant. Observant could work. Thoughtful, I was also thinking. Like, imagine if this angel paid attention to trigger warnings. Like, last time you had, like, a reaction to me using a rapier, I'm using something different this time because I wanted this... Ooh, contemplative! I like that. Contemplative. But okay, instead of vain, I think I'm going to do contempt. I think I'm going to like contemptful. What's a good word for contemptful? Is contemptful a word? Contempt. Contemptful? Synonym. Contemptible. It's like, you hate this. Contemptuous? Contemptuous. Manifesting, or feeling contempt. Scornful. Okay. Yeah. Showing contempt, expressing disdain, showing a lack of respect. Yeah! Is that even a word? Lord help me. It is. English is weird. So we apparently, so he's thick with 3 C's, apparently, and prideful. Happy Pride. But, yeah. 1, thank you so much, Lavender. 4 villains for building your antagonist. I'm pulling from not the core rulebook. English is so weird. Happy Pride. But yeah, 5 different enemies are what's needed for if you're making a source book, which we are. One for each levels, 10, 20, 30, 40, and 60. So we're skipping 50 because... I'm a walking thesaurus, apparently. I believe it. Contemptuous. Some SAT word right there. Okay, he doesn't have phases. It's not a phase, Mom. I think... Is he always going to be replacing? Okay, we're gonna have to make duplications of this enemy. I don't like that. We will do it. I don't like it. That's fine. I don't have to like it. What's this for? Hi? Okay, no. Minor villain. Yeah. I'm actually wondering if I can put personal stakes, like what the minor villain is. Goal? No, we're not gonna do that. Thought about it. Nah. Nah. Because I'm wondering what this double line here is for. But that's fine. Description? Hello? Okay. Okay. No, we don't need to worry about that then. Sick! Alright. So this is the dexterity, insight, might, and willpower. I kind of want a higher might, a lower insight. Sorry, not a higher might, a higher willpower, and a, like, lower insight. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. What do all these terms mean? Dexterity is whether or not you can... How do we want to phrase? How flexible you are. Insight is your ability to see into a situation, also your awareness and perception, etc. Might is how much dost thou hoist, like how much you can lift. Willpower is your ability to overpower things within your mind, but also to speak to people. Which is why I want that willpower higher for whenever this guy becomes, mean. We want him to be resistant to light. We want him to be resistant to fire. Fire or dark? Actually, poison. Right? Can you dodge a can you dodge a punch? Can you avoid the punch? Can you pack a punch? Etc. Yeah. Can you talk your way out of a punch? Do your words have punch? I can drink punch. Yeah! What's up, Mixel Pixel? Okay. And then let me check over here. Okay. But yeah. So, now we get to the fun part. Hi, Mixel! Yo, what's up? Okay. I'm wondering if there's anything else that I need to worry about. I'm wondering if I'm building it right already. Like, do the villains, if you're a level 10 villain, do you get a stat increase? Oh, no, okay. You're just samesies across the board. That's fine, that's fine. So you're still following, like, character creation rules, blah, blah, blah. That's fine. Okay, yeah, totally fine. At level 20, you get something extra. I'm Fruity Punch, hee hee, happy pride, happy pride! I'm currently snacking on Cherry Punch Sweet Tart ropes. That's cool! Okay. So, let's now start to... And I think what I'll do is I'll just have this on. So that we can swap back and forth. Literally drink water right now? Oh shit, alright. At 2 hours, I will properly take a break and go get something to drink. I promised I'd get water. I pinky swore. And if I lie about a pinky swear, that means Kaden gets my pinky, and I don't want anybody to have my pinky. Okay, let's do that. Give me code, please. So, sick. And if there is a way, okay, sick. Slowly scooched the boy out of the way. So now we'll go back over here, we'll minimize that, and then we'll turn back on reflector. And I will... Oh, right. Sorry, I was like, why isn't it showing? Where did it go? Yeah, okay, so we're gonna look at this guy and we're gonna... Indeed, it does mean that, so you better... you better... I promise! I love how it's not because your pinky is taken off, it's because someone else will have it. Right, no! It's those kinds of rules in here. Alright, so I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna determine kind of a couple things that this villain should be able to do. Like, what are cool things that this villain should do? Obviously fly. I think honestly this enemy should have multi-part. So the eyes should do something. Anything from like counter spell to the ability to do a reaction. We want them to be able to use their rapier. I like the shroud. The shrouds should probably do something too. And I'm writing all of these down. Lol, what? Yeah, I drew this and we're making an antagonist and we're making abilities based on art. It's fine because they're totally gender neutral and gender ambiguous and those definitely are just lumps because they're not detailed, right? Like, what a man. what a gender neutral thing. I'm noticing it's feline legs, so maybe like a good kick ability. What is man? What is a man? Miserable little pile of secrets. They're chest tumors, trust me. Okay, fly, rapier, shroud, kick. I think the pointing should do something. Like marking an enemy. And that should get worse as we're into mid-mitosis here on chest tumors now. Okay. And then something with the thorns too. Like maybe entangle, maybe weakened, maybe ooh, okay, the thorns should do slow. Okay. Oh my god, fact about tumors. Okay. I want the point and mark an enemy to do some shit. Maybe like a drain, poisonous thorns? That could work. Like poison and slow. Man, that would suck. Get fucked specifically. Actually, let me hide that real quick. Because what I need to do is let me save this. And then let me back out here. Let me go to my character designer. Slow and poisoned are different, so you'd only have your insight. Holy shit. Yeah, that could work. God damn it. I would be so mad. I would hate this enemy. Oh my god. Alright, Urizen, come here. Come here. We're editing you. They can develop their own bones, eyes, teeth, and any type of tissue you have in your body. They can even have organs. That's horrifying! Now you all have to suffer with me. Why? Why does it happen? Okay. Boop. So, let me move this around slightly. Oh, nope, that didn't move it around at all. Can I actually go up to, like, a layer up here, maybe? And then just, like, come over here and lock it? And that way I can at least tap the screen. There we go, and I can keep that awake. Okay. I want the kick to do a stun. I want the shroud to do, like, invisibility. Or maybe fuck with reality slightly. The rapier should just be, like, good damage. Fly is fly. Fly is, like, swoop. I counterspell reaction. That's good. I like that. Okay. And eventually the halo is gonna become a damage thing too. This is gonna be a thrown weapon. It should have a multi-hit. Okay. So let's see. Need some French words for the rapier attacks? Sure, why not? Because tumors are usually a result of overproduction of tissue in your body, it's considered a mutation for a reason. Interesting. Thank you. Alright. So, good damage, invisibility, fuck with reality, stun, poison and slow, thrown weapons, multi-hit, cool. What the fuck else? Do I like that? Is that enough? I actually don't want this enemy to be hard to hit. Like, I don't want him to fly. Like, he has wings, but I think the wings serve a different function. Does that make sense? Like, maybe the wings are the eyes. The wings are clipped? I mean, they kind of look that way too, right? Okay. If you ever want to feel horrified again, by the way, I got plenty of facts. Listen, I'll take one a day. It keeps the existential dread away. Oh, I'm shedding my hair. Shoo. Alright. Cool. Oh. Nightbot, no! Nightbot, I thought we were cool. Oh my god, cover their eyes. Oh, okay. Yeah, hang on. Nightbot, how could you? I will... Hang on. I'm running. Y ahorita me voy. Nightbot. I was posting a Reddit thread of a master list of- Oh, you know what? Just DM me on Discord. Us and Nightbot are never cool. Nightbot, why couldn't you be cool, Nightbot? There we go. I'll move Discord over here for a minute. I'll have it open. There we go. Okay, so Urizen, we've taken some notes about the design so far. We'll go ahead and go with it. Yeah. Ads, fuck you. Damn. Cover their eyes with a bandana or feathers or something. Ooh. Wings. Each add +1 magic defense. Ooh. And then the eye also can... Ooh. Not the bot being a son of a bitch, I know. Son of a... There we go. Okay. So here's the thing. I don't want to make multi-part monsters. I don't like it. I will, but I don't want to. But it's fine. So, basic attacks, real quick. Let's... This is Dex and Insight, I think? This is a rapier. Oh my god, he can no longer fly as punishment for his betrayal. Oh, that's... Ooh. Oh, that's so sad. Okay, on critical. Hang on. Hold up. I need a list of the conditions. I need a list of the status effects. Gimme. Blocks, conflict scenes. Are you not going to give me status effects? Are you... Oh, there you are. Thank you. Okay, cool. So, willpower and might. And then dexterity. And then On critical. Alright. On critical success. How do I want to phrase that? How does the bestiary normally phrase that? The target suffers. The target suffers dazed. Cool. And that's our one ability because we're adding a special rule to our basic attack. Took so much pride in his wings that the sin of pride made it so that he couldn't fly anymore. Damn. I love how Mora uses 3 different devices in making this bitch. I mean... Oh wait, and that's supposed to be an attack with a weapon. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Okay, we're just gonna literally copy paste. Attack name. I need French words. Mixel. Thank you. Okay. Simultaneous attack. Taking the iron, taking the blade, beat, off target, parry, riposte, attack. Touché. On guard, ready to go. Allez. Attack. But no light. Attack non valable. Valable. Incorrect parried attack. Contre-attaque. Clean. Nothing. No touch award. Halt. Stop. Hit. Clemise. A remiss. Yes. Reprise. This is cool! Oh, yeah, we have to do this. We have to do sudden death. We have to do mort subite. Or mort, and then mon, and then subite. Yeah, we gotta do this one. Sudden death. You get a +2 accuracy. It's light damage for now, and then what we'll do is we'll take that and we'll put it here. Did it charge me for accuracy? Hold up. Oh no, because it's telling me that its equipment is 1. So because the equipment can be fucking stolen. Okay. Okay, so if we see this, the rapier, one-handed, dex, insight, +1, blah blah blah, 200 zenith, it'll show me here what it does. Light damage on critical success, target suffers dazed. That's good, that's good. Yes! Pas de touche is good for parry. Papa foncé, pas lui foncé. Non, non parlez-vous français? Sometimes I can read French, sometimes I just sound like I'm saying nonsense. Pas de douche. Alright, I think he should get some spells. I think he should get some fuck you spells. I think we should get something that's called Revelation. I think we should get one called Apocrypha. What do these do? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, and then your dexterity is 8, but your insight is, so your defense here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do real quick is I'm gonna give you more magical defense. Oh, I don't know that I want. I'll do that. Because I don't want it to be too hard to hit you. I just want it to be normal to hit you. So you have to roll a 9 to hit him at this point. That's fine. That makes sense to me. Okay. MP per target, say 10. And I want it to, yeah, it's an offensive spell. This is going to be, no, just willpower plus willpower. Light. Oh my god, wait, okay, so it just does light damage. Target description, let's do up to 3 creatures. Duration, instantaneous. Does it tell me how much damage it does? But it's an offensive spell. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Hang on. I had an idea. It's a silly idea. I love it though. Okay, Spiritist. Show me Spiritist. Just give me your spells. Lux, I think, is the spell I'm looking for. Okay, high roll plus 15 light damage. Apparently that's normal. Alright. Gimme? Are you not gonna do it? Okay. High roll plus 15. And then do I have to do this? And then do I have to do this? Okay. So, on a success... No. That's... I'm wording it like D&D. Can I have Spiritist again? I need the wording. Okay. Each target hit by this spell suffers... Okay. Each target hit by this spell suffers high roll plus 15 light damage, and then I need to also light damage, and then I need to be really fucked up, or only minor damage, and then hang on, there's a rule about minor damage. Dommage. Omelette du fromage. Where is the thing about damage? Resting. Damage, thank you. Damage, minor damage. Okay, so see page 93, core. See core. Space. Rulebook. Comma. Page 93. Minor damage. Minor damage, and then I have to bold this, and then bold this. If the player confesses a transgression, promise, or secret. Oh, that's why it's called Revelation! That's fucked up! I was thinking like being corrected on the spell casting verbal component so it doesn't work. Writings or statements of dubious authenticity. Oh, you're evil! I am! Oh! You can reduce the damage! Reveal your secrets. I cast well, actually. Oh my god, I love him as a villain. I love him as a villain. Okay. Shit. What else? Apocrypha. So I want this to be an aura ability. I want this to be Zone of Truth. But it's like, for everything that you say that, like, isn't supported by reality or facts, you take damage. So, if you tell your friend, we're gonna be okay, and you don't know that, or that is not the reality in which the angel inhabits, y'all take damage. Like, it's fucked up, and I'll adjust it. It's fucked up, but that's what I'm thinking. Are you sure about that? Yeah, basically. Oh my god, slowly making players reveal their lies to each other. Yeah. Alright, so this is special. The duration is the scene. This is technically offensive. You gotta use 40 MP. You gotta use 40 MP to get this thing out there. How much MP do you have? Oh, you're fine. You're fine. Okay. That's evil, Moro. I think you might actually be evil. Listen, what you're encountering is how I even make my own wards. You can go. You just have to cut off your tail and leave a piece of you here. I don't know why anybody fucks with me. You can go, but you have to chew off your own foot. Or be digested by the ground around you. Like, pick one. Okay. Oh shit, that's how you make wards? That's so cool. I mean, yeah. Art, words, sigils, it's all things that I write down, right? Reality is what we agree on. Maybe that should be his thing. Reality is what we agree on. Okay. How difficult is it gonna be to hit this motherfucker? So at level 10, you might reliably hit him 27% of the time. Or 43, or 56, or 65, or 72. Okay. And then how many turns? How many turns? You have 120 health. Why would anyone want to fight you? Expected damage 9, number of attacks needed 13. No, I hate that the health is so high. Cause that's 18 rounds if you're just using jack of all trade stats. I've made a sigil ward, sadly. It keeps watching off my wrist, so I have to keep drawing it. I haven't finished the charm yet. You know you don't have to do that. Like, your body holds the memory of where you've written something because you have an organelle in your cells called vacuoles. And that helps process poisons in your blood, in your cells, around your skin, etc. So you actually don't gotta keep writing it on you. Like, your body remembers. But anyway, okay. This spell is an aura that affects everyone present within the scene who has attacked, who has or will attack, no, who attacks Urizen. Everyone who attacks Urizen, that's better that I phrase it like that, within the scene. The spell is an aura. Period. It affects everyone present. It affects everyone who attacks Urizen within the scene. Yes. Period. So I just have this ward forever. Hell yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I want this to be... I mean, this is an offensive spell, but, like, it doesn't... I guess it's not offensive because it doesn't require a roll. Okay. When a target who has attacked Urizen tells a lie or casts a spell that alters reality, example, i.e. feeling, maybe I should be like specifically entropy and spiritualism. No, because you can, yeah. Cast a spell or a ritual that alters reality. They take minor they take minor dark damage. Do I want it to be minor? I kind of don't want it to be minor. I want this, because this damage has only a very specific proc. I want it to be more than minor. We're gonna do heavy. We're gonna do heavy damage. Heavy dark damage. Cast a spell that alters reality. Yeah, no, let's fuck over two casters in particular. Let's cast a Spiritist or Entropist spell. Will you let me select two things? No, you'll only let me select one. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Now let's see these two spells. Apocrypha. I might need to rewrite or rename what this is. Okay. That'll do. Okay. Where do I want to note that it's multi-part? Multi-part. Wings. Hang on. Let me look at this. Show me a thing that is multi-part, please. Are you not multi-part? Are you not? Nay? Okay. No, that's fine. Maybe there's a reason villains are not multi-part. Frankly, I kind of get that. I don't like multi-part, but we will use it. We will use it if I must. Okay. You should have multi-part. Yep. Cool. Okay. Temporary. Okay, so multi-part. What I'll write is wings 2. There we go. Eye wings. 2. Alright. I almost want to write multi-part. Like, just so that it's clear. Right. Multi-part, wings 2. And then I'll have to make additional little guys. Or just put it in the rules. Right? Okay. No, we're gonna make a note here, maybe? Or special rules. Yeah. Eye wings. And we're just gonna have to remember that this calculus isn't exactly balanced now that I've added a special rule. Unless I can just boop. Oh, never mind. Ha! I win! Eye wings. What do I want to do here? Each wing has... Hang on, you're a champion 2. I'm going to change you really quick just to a soldier. I don't want you to have 60 health? Okay. Hold up. Because if your health is 60, because that's just gonna make this a slogfest. Again, we don't gotta do that. Okay. Each wing has an eye that has the ability... Actually, hang on. I'm gonna look something up really quick. This is important. Left hand versus right hand man. What's the difference? Left hand man versus right hand man. Less conventional. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Good to know. Alright, let me check on chat really quick, make sure that it's not cool. We're all caught up. We're all good. Each wing has an eye that has the ability... that has the skill, I should say. Skill. Spell Eater. 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 Each wing has... How many hit points do I want you to have? Maybe make you have... Yeah. I don't know, 40 seems good. Maybe even 30. What happens if you're a D10? Yeah, we're going for 40 health. Each wing has 40 HP and 6 defense. Let's do that. 6 defense and 6 magic defense. It shares mind points. That's good. It shares mind points with Urizen. Yes, I like that. I like that. Because then after a while... Yeah, and then we don't want this to be an ability that can be mimicked. Now we'll type in Spell Eater. While an I-wing is active, comma, it can use its reaction, and there are technically... It can react. React to a player casting a spell. I kind of want it to be a contesting role. The player character casting the spell makes a contesting roll against the I-wing. Okay, each wing has... It shares attributes and mind points with Urizen. And then I do this. No, I don't do that. I do insight, maybe willpower plus willpower. No, it's gotta be willpower plus insight. Alright, let me bold that. Cool. While an I-wing is active, it can react to a player casting a spell. The player character casting the spell makes a contesting roll against the I-wing. On the player character's success, they cast the spell, and then period on the I-wing's success, it stores the spell and can cast them as a free action on Urizen's turn, effectively giving him multiple attacks. Let me say this then. Only one spell may be cast at a time, while each eye wing can do this, can use Spell Eater. Only one spell may be cast by an eye wing at a time. That's fucked up. That's awful. Whoa, and we're not done with him. We could give him more shit. I'm gonna make it so that he flies. Maybe. Maybe? Maybe. Okay. Or maybe a basic attack? Maybe if they disarm him? Yeah. Oh no! I wanted to make a point ability. Moro, no. Moro is as evil. I fear for your players. Oh, you didn't see the other monster that I helped Neo design. I helped Neo design what's called a fear in, I think it's in 2nd edition is whenever I first saw it. It was one of my favorite monsters because it was just tentacles and eyeballs. Yo, what's up, Maze? Happy Father's Day. Yeah, happy Father's Day to everybody. Hi, Mark. Good to see you. I'm saying it again, Moro. You are so evil. I know. Okay. I wanted the ability to point and mark or prioritize an enemy. So let me get rid of that. Let me do... I've been a while since I caught you live. Yeah, so, real quick, I'm not doing any witchy stuff anymore. I'm diving headlong into, like, game design because I realized that I didn't want to be known for, like, my witchy stuff. I'm pivoting to this, and I get to show you my art in a different aspect of me. Something a little bit more grounded, so if that is your ball, feel free to stick around, and otherwise, I totally get it. But hey, thank you for being here. I appreciate you, Mara. Alright, we gotta make this guy's point nasty. If I do that... as a free action, I want you to be able to point. Maybe other action. And then we have that be one. So, as a free action... you can point to a target and mark them. You have... should it just be +2 accuracy? Fair enough. I'm down to chill around still. Nice! +2 to accuracy checks. Alright, mark them. You have +2 to accuracy checks against them, comma, but they cannot suffer status effects. Okay, I like that. I really love that, actually. Accuracy checks. Okay. We're gonna call this Euphoria. Oh, that's... oh. Ooh, okay. This guy's supposed to be fightable because I feel like my character would just pass away immediately, right? I feel like I'm a resident lurker at this point. I'll be listening in while I play Blueprints. Oh, nice! Alright, yeah. This guy's fightable and he's just level 10. And he's got 120 hit points on top of 40 HP per wing. I kind of want these guys to share a health pool with him. Maybe... no, they'll have their own health points. They'll have their own. Yeah. They'll have their own. Okay. Sick. So guys got a rapier. Guys got revelation, apocrypha, euphoria, eye wings, spell eater, weapon. Fantastic. And you're just a minor villain. Okay. So you can fight him, but you won't win. Got it. No, you can fight him. You might win. The point is that this is a villain, which, by the way, really quick, let me cut away from this for a minute. And let's look at villains here again, because we didn't talk about escalation point. Sorry, not escalation points, Ultima points, which is a cool thing that villains get. So a minor villain gets 5, major gets 10, supreme gets 15. So basically 5, 10, 15 per tier of villain. Cool things that you get with Ultima points is the villain can escape. The villain can basically re-roll their dice. And then the villain can recover mind points. Anyway. So he can continue to cast spells. I should make him more of a spellcaster. That's what I should do. Alright, so. Now that we have this, I'm going to go get water like I promised, because we're at the 2-hour mark, so I'm gonna say BRB real quick. I'll come right back with extra tea, extra water, mind points. Oh yeah, mind points is how you cast spells. It has 120 mind points to cast spells. You regain 50 whenever you spend an Ultima point. It's madness. Madness, I say. Anyway. Yeah, no, I'm gonna pass away in this game. No, you might win. You might be fine. He's a villain for a reason. But yes, get water. Yes, I will get water. I will be right back. And then whenever I come back, we'll design the major and supreme villain. And at that point, I need to also raise their level. So, BRB. There it is. Boop. We're so back. Thanks for waiting, chat. Alright, I have my water. See? The blue straw. You can still see it. Oh, I actually needed water, so thank you for the reminder. Alrighty, let's get back into it. So, for those of us just joining, and let me check Discord to see if Neo actually... Is Neo here? Hello? No, it's just me. Okay. Alright. And Mixel, thank you again for the list of fencing words. That is extraordinarily helpful. Appreciate it. But yes, we are designing a enemy for Fabula Ultima. We're designing villains, and so right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to being small. I'm gonna go back here. And we're gonna go back down to Urizen. And what we're gonna do is we're going to export as a... I actually think we can just copy it to clipboard. We're gonna copy it. We're going to add NPC from JSON file. Oh, I guess I can't copy paste it. Never mind, LOL. We're going to export as a JSON file. We're going to put that in downloads. Scroll back up, add NPC, click on you, boop. And we should have a little extra boy. Yeah, look, we have a little extra boy. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna edit one of them. And instead of being a minor villain, we're gonna have him be a major villain. So, at this stage, I want him to, like, slowly be embedding into the community and start doing more culty shit. Guy can't fly, so boo-hoo. Maybe I should let him fly in the other one. But the point is that he gets to keep much of his other abilities, but we're going to raise his level to 20. And that should give him an additional little point here. I almost want to raise it a little bit more. But that's fine. What we're going to do now is we're going to add effects to the spells, to Apocrypha, to other actions. I think we're going to give him extra spells. And then I think we're going to... How do I want to put this? Oh yeah, and at this level he gets an ability increase. So we're going to increase that willpower to a D12 because... Christ. And that will give him 160 mime points. Christ. Okay, yep, we're good. That's on par with his fucking health. Somebody come get this man. Alright. Alright, at this point it shouldn't be minor light damage. This should probably be major. And then Euphoria. As a free action, you can point to a target. I want to say +2 to accuracy checks. And +2 damage. And I think that makes this now cost 2 because of the extra damage. So, +2 to accuracy checks. And we're just gonna edit, just fine-tune things. I haven't had him start to use thorns. We're probably going to give him that at 30. Actually, if I might start using the thorns now and then decrease that. So, +2 to accuracy checks. We'll just get rid of that. Do that, and we'll have... Where do I want to add thorns? Maybe basic attacks? Yeah, I like that. Thorns. And then we'll have this be dexterity and insight. Maybe might and insight, because he's not being careful. Okay. And then this should be poison damage. And this should be like a ranged attack. Accuracy is still... No, we won't give you extra accuracy. What happens if I give you extra damage? Do you do anything? So, thorns do 15, and if I take that away... Thorns do 10. Okay. So I can kick it up a little bit, but I can't do extra damage. How much extra do you let me do? Oh, you just don't care. Okay. We're not doing that. Okay. Thorns. We're going... I really want to call this ability Crown of Thorns. Yo, what's up, Selkie? Good to see you. Okay, special. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Lavender said something like poison thorns. So I want an ability that lets him sacrifice HP to... Ooh. Sacrifice HP, basically, in order to make this poison. I want to call this Divine Rust. But I wonder if that's too fucking wordy. We're gonna leave it. I like it. We don't gotta edit so much. So special. With a sacrifice of... Oh, why is it additional? Why is it 8? Oh, because I clicked extra damage. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. With a sacrifice of... what do you got for me? Yeah, let me go to page 93. What kind of health do I want you to give up? This should be minor damage. Okay, yeah. But good morning, Selkie. We're creating a villain today for campaign stuff. All things Fabula Ultima at the moment. All things Fabula Ultima at the moment. The aphasia really kicked in the door there. With a sacrifice of minor... Ooh, what do we have so far? Let me show you our baddie. I don't think you're ready. Cause I drew him and he looks very, I should say they look very lovely. All right, let me get the access code. Okay, there we go. Okay. Oh no, I'm not ready. Yeah, like it's happy pride. Fair warning, they're gender ambiguous. So they have check lumps with no detail. Just so you know. Okay. And then let me properties this. Okay. There you go. That's what they look like. Best kind of ambiguous. It's like, whoa. Yeah. Nice. I know. Ooh. But anyway, so someone told me the white thorns looked rad, and so I added a little bit of a blur around them. They have chest tumors. This is my new favorite sense. But yeah, so that's our villain. They're lovely. It's giving divine, right? So that's who we're making our antagonist chief for and about. So with a sacrifice of minor no, let me by taking minor dark damage. No, let me just put minor damage. Minor damage, no affinity. Which basically means no type. they can... Ooh, no, affinity. By taking minor damage, no affinity, before the attack hits, they can make their target suffer poisoned on a successful hit. That's some shit. That's it. And then also before the attack hits, italics. Okay. I'ma tell transphobes they're cancerous. Alright. So we have thorns, and it's arranged so that they can hit a flying target. On hit, this grounds a flying target until the start of their turn. I should put additionally. Additionally, on hit. There we go. I need to do my Fabula Ultima homework. If you have any questions, I've been working on this for 3 months. I'm finally getting to do the fun part, which is designing antagonists. So literally, if you have any questions, I am here to help. Okay. Thorns of Divine Rest. Poison damage by taking minor damage before the attack hits. They can make their target suffer poisoned on a successful hit. Additionally, on hit, this grounds a flying target until the start of their next turn. I live the goobers. Before I forget, new pronouns, she, they. Oh, wonderful! Thank you very much for trusting me with your pronouns, soldier. Heard and received. I can't wait. Actually, I'm not gonna say shit. I'm not gonna say shit. Alright. Thorns of Divine Rust. Da-da-da-da. On a critical success. I should lowercase that. Ugh, but I'm gonna have to lowercase it on the other one. Because what do you mean soldiers' pronouns change? And we're just, new name? No? Okay, anyway, girly. Oh, by the way, you're trans now. Because you don't identify completely as your gender assigned at birth. So, hooray! Oh, fun! Yeah, that was, whenever someone told me that, I was like, oh, shit. You right? So I figure I may as well tell you because I did not connect those two things. New person in the club. Alright, Euphoria, not gonna do anything there. Spell Eater. Let's increase their health, maybe, now to 60. No, yeah, 50. I mean, I was Omni before this, so yeah. Do I want to affect anything? Do I want this to do major damage? No, I still want it to do minor damage. Because now you have a cool thing that you can do. We'll make those thorns suck later, though. Okay. Maybe this. You have a +2 accuracy checks against them. But they can suffer no status effects. Ooh. Okay. Additionally, when hit with vines... Oh, yes. Yeah, okay. You should heal a little bit. Urizen heals for half the damage dealt. Oh. Ooh. Alright, so that's might and insight, and then it's high roll, right? So hang on. Thorns of Divine Rust. So it's might and insight. Don't worry, it's just a D8 and a D6 right now. It's fine. No one worry. No one panic. I'm gonna roll real quick. Actually, no, the highest would be an 8. So the oh Jesus. So the highest that they're gonna get is an 18. So they would heal for 9 damage. Okay, you can't use Divine Rust too often. Let me put when a marked target is hit with, and then let me, Thorns of Divine Rust is hit with this. Boop, Urizen heals for half the damage dealt. Damn! No, that's so mean. So mean. Okay. Alright. And that's with Eye Wings and Spell Eater. Alright. Do I kinda wanna make you a minor villain still. Like, you're finding your way through the world, and you're like, here, let's fight. Let's test my mettle against yours. Yeah, I'm just gonna make you a minor villain. But at that point, I need to make you... Oh, I don't know that I want to do that. I'm still just gonna make you a 2 champion, and then you have 2 wings, which are fine. What happens? Okay, I'm curious how much your health is. It's 80? No. It's 160? Man, fuck you. Oh, absolutely not. God, because, like, how long is that gonna take? Like, think about... Okay, real quick game design thing. There's a reason I keep harping on the hit points and looking at how much that is. Because down here is the attack chance generator. Basically, you as a player have to punch, Minecraft punch, this angel a number of times before he goes down, right? You don't want that to be 2 hours of punching an angel. So what do? So, we examine a couple of things. 1, probability to hit. How much your dice rolls are likely to hit versus this angel's defense. Defense, or anything to do with blocking your hit, is called difficulty level. It's your chance of rolling things. It's probability. Don't tune out. I promise this is important. So right now, let's save and let's go all the way up. His difficulty level to hit him with an attack is a 9, highest. So the difficulty level is a 9. At level 20, you get an ability to increase how much you're able to hit. I never got to play D&D much, but listening in is reminding me of some of the games I did get to play. Nice! A probability is my least favorite bit of gaming, but it's the most important bit of game design. Because if you make a dude impossible to hit, then the game is not fun. And if his difficulty level is 9, you have above 1/4 of a chance to hit him, but it's gonna take 21 attacks. A round with like 4 players? Mixel, you have a better read on this than I do. How long is a single round of combat in your brain as average? It can be anywhere from like 20 minutes? Like that's what I'm thinking, like about 20 minutes? So, hang on. You're gonna have a better idea about this than me. Because it can be longer, because some people have longer, like, turns and shit. Okay. I'm gonna look this. I'm gonna do math real quick, cause I need to know. I need to know how long. Add prison. No, that's fine. 20 times 21 divided by 60. Oh my god, no, no. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. 21 attacks. 20. Okay, let's, okay. There's no way. If it's just you duking it out with this guy, it's gonna take you 7 hours with these odds. There's no, you're dead. You're dead. Hang on. Okay, so let's say it's 21 number of attacks, but there's 4 players at the table. We divide 21 by 4. I'm just gonna divide 20 by 4. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. So that's 5. That's 5. We have the number of attacks. You have 5 rounds. 5 times 20, you die of boredom. You die of boredom! 5 times 20. Okay, divided by 60. Good news! If you all have 6, like a d6 that you're hitting with, it will take you, I don't know, it's kind of funny because it'll take you like 100 minutes to beat him up. And so, hang on, I gotta full screen myself. So that means it would take you 1.666666666 fucking hours to beat him up, which is funny because he's a fallen angel. That's a revelation I didn't need today, but I am pleased with this knowledge. Okay, anyway, so basically, we need to make him either easier to hit or your players have to get good. Accounting for the least of us, this could be a d6, like 2 d6s that a guy is rolling with. On the other hand, at the very top of this, like, order here, you have a person who can have a d10 and a d12. Like, max. Don't worry about where I'm getting these dice from, just take me at face value. So if you're hitting with a d10 and a d12, if you're just unga bunga punching him, then you have a 76% chance to hit, and this will only take 6 rounds. And assuming Jesus, assuming that every single guy at your table is unga bunga fighting, then that's 1.5 turns, because it's gonna take you 6 turns to, like, 6 turns, not rounds. Rounds are different. You have 4 people in a, don't worry about it. Just let me do the math. Shut up, you're fine. Okay, so that's what, 1.5? I don't know why I wrote 105. 1.5 times 20. It'll take you 30 minutes to kick his ass. To kick Urizen's ass. If y'all just gang up on him and punch him. But also we have to then take into account how much fucking health he has. And so, notice how I just said it would take 30 minutes? All of these numbers were based on the fact that he had 60 health. He has 160. So how long would it take you if you were the best at fighting and punching? Alright, hang on. We're gonna do... So now it's gonna take you guys 15 turns. We're dividing this into rounds. It's 3.75, fine, times 20. This would take you 1 hour and 15 minutes. Now, for those of you morbidly curious, we're gonna go back to the D6 crew. It's gonna take you 54 if you all suck at punching, divided by 4. And it takes you 20 minutes to do it. My god, it would take you 4.5 hours. That's a session. That's your evening. Whoa. Whoa. Alright, nah, fuck that. So, anyway, in conclusion, yeah, because God forbid you don't have a perfectly built character. Yeah, like, you could punch an angel or, like, have an experience. You could literally go to a theme park and leave. You could go to the park, you could sit down at McOlive Garden, the fusion cuisine between McDonald's and Olive Garden. 0 out of 10, do not recommend. No, because here's the thing. Yes, I will admit that he is strong. Is he OP? No. Here's why. Fabula Ultima as a system encourages narrative play, narrative design. You as players have something equally as OP as this character, just in your kit. Hang on, I'll show you. I'll prove it to you. I'll prove to you that you are stronger than an angel. But I want you to know that I will also be probably amending Urizen. But anyway, you get something called Fabula Points. I'll read to you what this does. Fabula Points represents the player character's ability to influence destiny and stem directly from their heroic nature and the hardships they face. Here are things that you can use your Fabula Points for. 1. The first one listed is alter the story. Alter an existing element or add a new element. You can also use Fabula Points to re-roll dice. You can also use Fabula Points to invoke very strong skills. You can literally change how you are fighting this boss by spending a Fabula Point. You can be like, you can literally say, I strike the final blow. Fuck this guy. Now, here's the thing. Fabula Points are a collaborative effort, and so it's not going to be very fun or very cool if you spend a Fabula Point and go, I win, and everyone loses. Because the point about Fabula is about telling a story. I want to give you a villain that's going to push you to your limit. But also, I want to give you the opportunity to alter Urizen to fit into your story. So yeah, he's OP and I hate how many hit points he has. Abso-fucking-lutely. Like, actually despise. Dislike. 0 out of 10. That is how the system is designed, and it fits in with what you can do too. I half his HP. Fucking please. Please half his HP. Please. And also, because this isn't D&D, that's actually so cool. It is cool. And one of the things that I think a lot of people will look at TTRPGs about is that hang on, I'm pulling a book. From D&D, ye old D&D, we have been taught that we have to punch it until it dies. Right? Like, that's it. You can spend a Fabula Point and bring more allies to the fight. You totally can. But yeah, so like, D&D has made it so that we expect a fight to just be, I punch him, he punch me, I punch him, he punch me, we all punch him, he punch one of me. And that's not... TTRPGs can be so much fucking more than that. Fabula is a step in the right direction. I don't know if it is the end-all be-all, because humans are evolving creatures and we tell stories in different ways. But I do like the options that it opens up and how freeform that can be. Anyway, that's my soapbox. Or maybe you can talk him out of destroying the world, or WTV, WTV his plan is? Or whatever his plan is. Ah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I spend a Fabula Point to end this conflict as I appeal to his inner fiber. I might see if I can't find someone to play Fabula with, to be honest. It sounds so much more fun than D&D. I am looking for every opportunity to get away from D&D, and if I can show you alternatives that look fun and learn the rules and pass them on to you all. That's the goal. Make things digestible, make things easy. Anyway, this guy's done. I've decided to keep him as a minor villain. I still want to make a major villain version of him. So I might put this as like Urizen and maybe as a description like step 2. I think that's what I'll do. I'll label them like step 1, step 2. There we go. So let me do Urizen. Step 2. Let me edit this guy. Let me call him step 1. I promise I'll call you something better, Urizen. Also, Wizards of the Coast is interesting. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Listen, I'm not saying I'm hoping for the downfall of any company in particular because, you know, people's livelihoods and things like that. I really just want us to be so conscientious of what we consume so that we could be safe. D&D always kind of felt too robotic, IMO. That was the point, so that people could customize their experience, and that's why they heavily relied on homebrew. Just like a restaurant heavily relies on its waitresses and hostesses and pays them minimum wage and hopes that their customers will tip them so that they don't have to, you know, pay them a living wage. Anyway. So, add NPC from Jason. We're gonna add another one. Boop! And this should be another level 20 guy. Let's see. Yeah, yours in level 20. Fantastic. We're gonna grab you. We're gonna edit you. Because now we need this guy to be level 30. Boop, boop. And that gives us a point to play around with. If I make you a champion 3, I think that also gives me another point to play around with. Jesus Christ! 300 health! Alright, well, we're doing it. I don't like it, but we're doing it. 300 health. Nah. Nah, Scoop. Nah. Whoa. Okay, I think I want to make you... I don't know if I want to make you immune to anything. Absorb? No. It would be cool if you could absorb light damage. I kind of want to make you immune to dark, though. And I want to give you an extra spell. That's what I want to do. And we'll upgrade some things here. So this should do major damage, and then we'll do another thing here. We'll do another spell for him. And what do I want to do? Oh yeah, I want to add a kick. Kick, and we'll... can I have this do dark damage? Yeah, okay, cool. Kick, and this is dexterity. Cool. Anything else? Yeah, still might... No, at this point, you need to take major fucking damage. You need to be your own problem. Okay, the eye wings need an upgrade at this point. So they get a reaction. Yes, they need 60 health. Their defense needs to go up to 8, I think. Just so that they're not getting stomped on. Okay. +2. Okay. As a free action, you can target... Actually, you know, honestly, I might just give Thorns extra damage. Make you more likely to use it. I think that's fair. And then have an extra spell? Yeah, that's cool. I like that. What do I want to do? What's angelic here? I'm gonna look up something. I'm gonna look up Okay, I'm gonna close those windows. I think I'm gonna do blasphemy. And then revelation is going to turn into dark damage at some point. It is not this day. It's probably level 40. Okay, this is offensive. I want this one to do dark damage specifically. Or do I want it to do fire? Because hell. No, no fire yet. No fire yet. And this one should be insight and willpower. This should be one creature, and it should be a lot of fucking damage. So, if it's a lot of fucking damage, I need this to be 30 MP. How much MP do you have? You have 180, I'm not worried about it. Okay. Max targets, 1. Duration, instantaneous. Okay, so... And then I'm gonna do something again. Each target hit by the status effect suffers dark damage, comma, or only major dark damage. And then C-Core rulebook. If they what? What is blasphemous? I kind of want the character to promise something that affects their turn. Or, because we've already revealed something about them. Oh, they should... Oh! Ooh! Okay, so in Fabula Ultima, there are bonds. There are bonds. These bonds are based on emotions. There are 6 kind of bonds that you can have, but they come in pairs. So you can only... Okay, let me rephrase that sentence. There are 6 emotions that make up bonds. You can only have 3 bonds at a time because they come in pairs. Basically, the good side and then the not so good side. So for affection, the bond of affection, the opposite is hatred. For the bond of loyalty, the opposite is mistrust. And for the bond of admiration, the opposite is inferiority. I think he's gonna make you can take less damage if you make a bond of inferiority to me. If you take a bond of inferiority. Whoa, that's twisted. I don't even know how to spell inferiority. Is that how you spell inferiority? Okay, if you take a bond of inferiority to Urizen. Whoa! Okay. Okay, and then something fucked up happens. He can now mark multiple targets. Moro, halt! No. Oh, that's evil. That's evil. Okay, so as a free action, you can... I have to Moro, you're evil. I am. 256. I gotta clip this later. 54. Okay. No, that's cool. No, that's cool. Okay, so additionally, when a target is... And let me... Because this is important now. Hi. Come here. I need to... There. Something like that. Can I nudge that over slightly? That's fine, that's fine. I'll make that smaller later. Okay, so Euphoria. As a free action, you can point to a target and mark them. Additionally, any targets who take a bond of inferiority to you are also marked. You have +2 to accuracy checks against against marked targets. No, they're gonna suffer those status effects. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Additionally, any targets who have to Urizen are also marked. You have Urizen, not you. Urizen has a +2 against marked targets. Additionally, when a marked target is hit, oh my god. Oh, he's evil. I contacted Apollo immediately and immediately got Dead Girl Walking stuck in my head. No! Okay. 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 If a target has a... No. We'll have to wait. We'll have to wait. We'll have to wait. That will have to wait. Bond of inferiority. We'll have to call this next one Rapture. Oh, that's evil. Yes! Okay, so it's Rapture and then it's Detonate. Bonds. 4 damage. Oh my god. Whoa. This guy's just evil. I think I made an evil guy. Yeah. Yeah, okay, okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to back out here. Okay, so that's my level 30 guy, 10, 20, 30. So we're going to download the JSON file again, export it onto the same guy. Yes, replace it. Cool. Go back up here, add an NPC, add this guy. And real quick, I'm just gonna do some quick edits. I want to make sure that I eliminate any time I have written you. Okay. You. No, I'm just kidding. Urizen. As a free action, Urizen can point to a target and mark them. They have +2 accuracy against their target, but the target cannot suffer status effects. I might get rid of this. No, but no, I'm gonna get rid of it. Okay, each wing has an eye, blah blah blah. While the eye wing is active, it can react to a player casting a spell. Let me write player character casting a spell. And then let me change this to PC, just to clean up the writing a little bit. When the PC casts the spell, the PC casting the spell. How am I gonna rephrase that? Maybe both make a contesting roll. Both make a contesting roll. And then that's where I do the PC success. On the PC success, they cast the spell. On the I-Wing success, it stores the spell and can cast them as a free action on Urizen's turn, while each I-Wing can... Okay, cool. I'll just copy that, because that doesn't change. The spell's an aura. It affects everyone who attacks Urizen. Blah, blah, blah. Each target confesses. Cool. Anything. The target. Cool. Cool. Okay, cool. Wonderful. Save. Back out. This is level 10. We're going to level 20 next. Urizen. Where is level 20 Urizen? There you are. Boop. Okay. Step 2. So we're going to go down here because I haven't added anything. And just to clean up the writing, we're just going to paste that. In fact, you know what? While I'm thinking about it, we're going to do that for all of them. Urizen. This is step 3. Going to edit this really quick. I'm doing iStudy in art, and now I feel like a proper artist. I love this. That's so cool! Okay. Paste and save. Go back. And then go here. Edit. Then we're going to paste this. Paste. Save. Like that we get to clean up the wording a little bit. This is step 4, and so you should now be level 40. Jesus. You get an additional skill. I kind of want to just increase your mind points. I kind of want you to have extra mind points. Extra 10 mind points. Maybe. Oh, and at level 40 you get an increase of an ability, your insight. Should it be your insight? Or should we make you a squiggly bitch? Yeah. I don't know. What if it's insight? What if it's insight? We're not increasing the might because that will increase the health, and we're not doing that to ourselves. Dex increases the hit though. Insight kind of makes sense. Oh, damn. Okay. I think I'm gonna do insight. I don't know how I feel about it, because then that makes it harder for him to be hit with spells. Okay. Okay. But we're still editing.
Hi.
Hi. Welcome on in. It's Neo.
How you doing? It's me.
It's you.
Oh, you're on air. Oh shit.
Yeah.
I thought this was Focus Buddies.
I mean,
Hi, y'all.
Y'all, you could stick around. Would you like to see the motherfucker that I'm making right now?
I'm scared. Yes, I'm just going to your stream. You don't have to show me here.
Let me do the hullabaloo. Oh, I got startled. Suddenly, baritone. No, I get it. Suddenly, the dulcet tones of Neo.
Did I scare you?
Get him. You should have heard me earlier, because I said, oh, let me do my intro like Neo. How's your fine-ass mama doing?
Yeah, how's your fine ass mama doing? She still got a fat old ass, don't she?
Screaming.
I'll never forget. I think I was streaming with Defiant Cupcake, sending her all the affirmations.
Yeah.
But I think I was streaming with her, and we were playing Baldur's Gate together, and she had never bidden any of the other party members as Astarion, right?
Yeah.
And I told her, I said, you have to bite Karlach as Astarion.
Oh.
You have to do it. And she's like, what is that gonna do? It's like, I'm not telling you. I just have to do it. And I said, chat, Don't you fucking say shit.
I
Or I will end you. I'll come to your family during holidays and kiss your mom a little too close to the neck and give us something to think about.
Whoa!
That's the most dangerous threat I think I've ever given.
That is the most dangerous threat.
Most diabolical threat I've ever given.
That's incredible. That's incredible. All right.
So what are we working on?
So we're working on this piece of work, and I added a little bit more. Damn. Okay then. Happy Pride, everybody. We're working on this beautiful piece of work right here. I added a little veil.
I can't see just yet.
Oh, no worries. Give it time. Let me know whenever you...
Sweet Jesus, why?
I know. I know. Anyway.
Why?
So, this is Urizen Hassatan. They're an angel.
Urizen for real?
Urizen for real.
Okay.
Listen, it's a gothic fantasy. If it's not on the nose, I don't know why you're here.
Yeah, I guess you're right about it.
And then Hassatan is literally the Hebrew word for where Satan comes from.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's a good time. Anyway, so this is the baby.
Okay.
And this is the stat block.
Walk me through it.
Okay. So I'm editing it right now. I'm editing. Because I'm trying to eliminate all the times that I've written you instead of Urizen. But is this the level 40? Yeah, okay. So this is the one that I'm working on now.
Okay.
So Urizen as a tier 4 villain, level 40, is a demon because angels don't exist, sadly, as a creature type. No divine, no nothing. It's fine. So they have several basic attacks, several spells, one other action that is a free action that's basically like Hunter's Mark, and they're multi-part technically, but I hate how that works. So I've added their multi-part and that part's abilities to the stat block itself.
Interesting.
So to go more in depth, now that I've given you the overview, I'll go one by one with their basic attacks.
Go for it.
So the first one is Thorns of Divine Rust. It does a lot of fucking poison damage.
I see that. What the fuck?
It's a level 40 enemy. I don't know.
Oh
what to
yeah,
tell you.
I forgot that quick.
Yeah. I got nothing to tell you. If they take major damage to themselves, no affinity, therefore they can't resist it, they are able to inflict the poison condition on a target that they successfully hit. Fuck them kids, in particular. But they have to make that major damage sacrifice before the attack hits. So that's the gamble of this particular enemy. It also grounds.
It's taking major damage.
Major damage is on page 93, and it's one of the ways that I'm balancing out the fact that they have 360 health.
They do have a lot of fucking health.
It's stupid amounts of, like, I actually don't like how much health that is. Because at this level, you might still have a D6 and a D6 in your fighting stats. And if you don't...
That's right.
Yeah, you can get a status effect that reduces it to that. And that's just bullshit. Anyway. So what am I looking for? Page 93?
Yes, 93.
Yeah. So...
In the core rulebook, I could pull it up too.
Oh, I put major damage. Sorry, because I thought that they would follow the conventions of villains. So it should be heavy damage, not major damage. But anyway, at level 5, that's 30. At level 20, that's 40. At level 40, that's 50 damage.
Whoa.
Part of the reason I'm comfortable giving that level of damage and have it not be severe to their own health is that they have, as you saw on the art, eye wings, which allows
Yes.
them to steal spells that players cast on a successful contested roll. So they could heal themselves for 40.
Sensational.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So this can be disabled, but of course the wings have their own health and their own defense, which I need to upgrade because I haven't done that for this particular area yet. Now, the spells are awful. We'll get to that in a minute. And I mean awful in the way that I'm so sorry, this creature will break you spiritually. Because it's
Good.
broken spiritually. So,
Okay.
its spells are Revelation. It's a willpower plus willpower. Accuracy is +4. Costs 10 MP because it does papitas damage for level 40. I might honestly go back and change it to minor light damage because it upgrades with levels. But anyway, each target suffers high HR plus 15 light damage, or only, yeah, I should make that minor light damage, see the core rulebook, if the player confesses a transgression, promise, or secret. Minor.
Am I tripping? I can't find these rules.
It's on page 93 of the core rulebook.
Oh, okay. Ah, yeah, okay. I see. Ooh, I didn't know that. I have not used these rules at all. Interesting. Okay. So you're using the improvising damage shit
Yeah.
for bosses instead of like hazards.
Yep.
Interesting. Hold on. That kind of cooks. None of the other antagonists do this, do they?
I don't think so.
I don't think any block does this. And this is a way to have average damage.
Yes.
Oh, Maro, you might have just done something.
Oh, don't worry. There's more.
Go for it.
Apocrypha. This spell is an aura. It affects everyone who attacks Urizen within the scene. When a target who has attacked Urizen tells a lie or casts a spiritist or entropist spell or ritual that alters reality, specifically, they take heavy dark damage. I might go back and edit this because this is a spell and I do want them to specifically point at people, but it's 40 MP to set this up.
Mm-hmm.
The last one they got is Blasphemy. This is Insight plus Willpower plus 4, 30 MP, big damage. Each target hit by this spell suffers HR plus 15 dark damage, or only minor dark damage, if you take a bond of inferiority to Urizen.
Wow. It says major in the text, though.
It does. I need to go back and minor, and then and then increase that to 25 because your level whatever. Also, he's prideful, so he's likely to run away anyway.
So I would like to play this campaign whenever it gets going.
Oh, this is for the book.
I mean, you got to test this stuff too, I assume.
This is very true. Absolutely. I've got several people who want to give this a shot, so I would be fucking honored for anyone who would want to join. You in
That's
particular. Awesome. But so, Euphoria. The ability that gets worse as he levels, or as they level. Okay. As a free action, and then this is the thing that I need to edit, Urizen can point to a target and mark them. Additionally, any targets who take a bond of inferiority to Urizen are also marked. This is the additional thing that comes with Blasphemy. And eventually, you know at level 50 and 60 that shit's going to detonate. Anyway, Urizen has a +2 to accuracy checks against marked targets. Additionally, when a marked target is hit with Thorns of Divine Rust, Urizen heals for half the damage dealt.
Wow. The sustain on this boss is sensational.
It is. And that's why I like to have a lot of the abilities or spells be something that the players can be involved with. I want to put a clock on Thorns of Divine Rust so that it's not happening all the time. But also, I don't know, maybe them taking damage for proccing specific fuckery is enough. I don't know.
Warrants testing at the very least.
I think so. But yeah. But so, yeah, welcome to the, oh my god, wait, chat, what if we do our own game? Yeah, like, at some point, I will have this book. I would like to post a free version. Looks at Neo, looks back at chat. If that is in the cards, there is honestly no pressure, so that people can also play
Oh, are you asking me?
Yeah!
Oh, shit, yeah, I mean, I'm not tripping about it.
Okay, cool.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned with this, I want this to be accessible.
Yeah.
Of course, it's always great to be making money on, but honestly, there's enough money on to go around. I'm really just not married to the idea of making this inaccessible to folk. Maybe put it somewhere so you can get donations, maybe. But
yeah.
But I'm really, I don't know. I'm getting to a place where, I want people to see the designs that we make. I want them to get into as many hands as possible, if that makes any sense. Anyway,
Oh, no.
but yeah, we can talk about that later. I'm not sure about it.
You got it. Sorry, my Nightbot is going after Sirat for no good fucking reason for mentioning itch.io. But yeah, alright. So this is level 40. I need to give him an additional ability. I think this is where I'm going to have, like, inferiority bonds do damage. That's where I'm gonna have this happen. No, I don't know how to spell inferiority. Don't come after me. I think that's it. Yeah, okay. We're gonna do that, and then... I kind of think he needs more MP. I think. Yeah, okay, so this spell is an aura. It affects everyone who attacks Urizen within the space when a target. When a target who has attacked Urizen tells a lie. Oh yeah, no, this should be a contesting roll. Urizen can make a contesting roll against each. Wait, that would go kind of crazy. What would go crazy?
Chat plays Fabula.
Chat plays Fabula? Like, I run it and chat is here?
Yeah.
That would be... I've never seen that done. I don't know what that would
I've
be
seen
like.
it done a few times. I've seen people try to attempt it with Dungeons and Dragons. It's just Dungeons and Dragons is too heavy of a rule system to make that work. Essentially, it'd be like an interesting version of a West Marches, as opposed to, people would have to, that would have to be like organized. People would have to check in right?
Yeah.
Check in at the start of stream, see who's playing, who's adventuring today, maybe a guild type of thing, you know, like vignettes, one shot type shit, where there's maybe some narrative things that go across, and then like if it comes to combat, the people who checked in are essentially the people playing. So, you know, you still do the randomized attacking and all this other type of shit, but you know, it'd be a lot to manage. Again, I've done chat plays D&D before, and it was interesting because like you know, if you got to the end of the dungeon or what have you, you got something for the next time, and like 2 of my players died and 2 of the people in the chat died, so you know they had to roll up new characters. And anyway, so it can be very interesting to do. I think if there was a system that could do it, I think it'd be Fabula. The system is fairly light enough for it.
And a target who...
Because we could have all the character sheets in Fulty as well. Anyway, thinking out loud.
No, you're good. Oh, wait. Oh. Okay. I think I need to rewrite Apocrypha entirely.
How do you mean?
Because Apocrypha, specifically, whenever Mixel was in chat, it was like, oh, like, falsified writing and things like that. I need to lean more into that. And I'm wondering if the spells... Do you remember the Ring of the Grammarian, whenever that got popular?
It said words to me.
I did.
I know some of those words.
Okay, the Ring of the Grammarian is a magical item that was popular with, oh god, the Adventure Zone. It was an actual play podcast by the McElroy brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, they allowed the wearer of the Ring of the Grammarian to change one letter in a spell, and that changed the spell.
Neat.
So instead of heal, you would cast hell.
That's so specific.
It is. It is. But I'm wondering if... I'm wondering how to implement that. Is like, this angel is interrupting how we cast magic, and I don't want it to be as simple as, oh, MP costs are more, or oh, you get a status effect if you cast. But I don't know that these spell names can be fucked with enough, or that the Arcanum would be fucked with, or Chimerist. It would only really be Elementalist.
Interesting. Hold on.
Yeah.
It would really be only Elementalists that really would benefit from that type of shit.
Yeah.
What if you... Because most of the names of the spells are in Latin, right?
Yeah.
So... Oh god, I had an idea. Hold on, let me try to re-grab it. What if... Because Arcanum are interesting concept, right?
Yeah.
But only when it comes to how Arcanists use them, right? What if it creates an Arcanum of the person who casts?
Oh.
I don't know. It's a half-formed thought.
Okay.
But I'm thinking that because like what you're essentially trying to make casting like change how casting works during this fight.
Yeah.
Right? And that I think that that's a brilliant concept, because that's the thing about the casters in this game is that, you know, they are essentially just walking nukes, especially Elementalist.
Yeah.
Elementalist specifically, and Spiritus has the capacity to just do insane fucking amounts of healing.
Yes.
Especially if they take that one heroic skill that lets them overheal.
Yeah.
You know which one I'm talking about? The one that lets you it essentially lets you overheal someone's max.
Yeah. You get temp HP basically.
So I think there's got to be something. Okay, let me ask you this. What's wrong with the feature as it stands now? Why does it need to be changed?
Because it's an aura and it's reactive. So the effect happens on Urizen's turn as an action, but that's not how it's...
That's not how you want it in practicum.
Right. Yes. I do want it to be like, oh, it is 11:45. Oops. Yeah, I would do that shit. I actually have to go in 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's about that time for you.
Damn. I was having too much fun. But to iron out this thought, I really want this ability to focus in the moment. Affect something narrative. Like, the idea that I had whenever I first told this ability was, if you try to alter reality, this spell fucks with you. So if you try to heal, if you're creating flames where there weren't flames before, instead of like pulling from the environment around you, this angel corrects you.
That's the thing, though, is that that's a more narrative thing than a mechanical thing.
Yeah.
Right? Because, like, what if I say that my Elementalist has never conjured flame before? They always carry like a lantern with them that they pull more flame out of it from.
Yeah.
You know, does that trigger Urizen's ability? And like, because the game itself is very narrative, you know, driven, and you know, yeah, you could say, yeah, I'm creating an explosion of flame from my staff, but I feel like that lens, it's either going to be too mechanical or not mechanical enough.
Right.
If you leave that kind of stuff open. So I think you just, because I understand the esotericness of the ability.
Right.
But it either needs to be esoteric or it needs to be mechanical.
Right. I agree. The next idea I had after that was, oh, spells affect everybody for one turn or for the scene.
Like reversing those things? If it affects one for a moment, like for the scene, it one turn and vice versa?
Kind of. Let me try again. So.
Okay.
Maybe rewriting who the spell targets. Like, all spells affect everyone. So even heal would affect everyone on the stage.
Including Urizen.
Yes.
Interesting. Why don't you just give it an ability that can make it choose how spells affect it? Like, maybe it opts into the heal spell that your Spiritus is casting. Or like, one of my favorite abilities from Dungeons and Dragons is how the Rakshasa can just ignore magic if it chooses to.
Yeah.
Right? That's one of my favorite things about it. In essence, it's not a strong encounter. They're not gonna magically dominate you like with big bada booms. You know what I'm saying? They have charm person, charm monster, you know, suggestion. They have magics like that, right? But if you're duking it out with this thing, first of all, something has gone horribly wrong. Second, Um. Oh, you would be really good for that campaign. Huh. Sorry, I got distracted by an actual play that's coming up. It's gonna be like a quarter Fae and Flowers, but it's for the Nine Hells. You'd be really good for that. I'll reach out to them. Anyway, so like that's one of my favorite abilities. What if at a certain point, maybe it builds up enough and it can be like, oh, you're healing. I want in on that. And it can just choose to be a target of the spell.
Okay.
Because what I think would be interesting is if it could change who spells target.
I think I tie that then to the bonds of inferiority with blasphemy.
Sure.
So.
Because I like the idea of it saying, that's a fireball coming my way. I don't want to be the target of that. I'm gonna make one of your buddies the target of that.
Yeah.
Or, oh, you're healing. I'm gonna replace the person who's down to 1 HP as one of the targets of that with myself. Maybe that's not what you're looking for.
No,
but I think
that's wonderful. Not what I'm looking for Apocrypha, but is what I'm looking for an ability.
Imagine your Chimeras getting a hold of that spell.
Oh, that's why I'm having this be another action. Like, No.
That video about Daggerheart has 13,500 views.
Yeah?
Yeah. I told you that the lead dev of it was in the comment section. He added me.
Yeah?
At least it's nice.
Nice. Let me put for example. Example, if they are the target of a spend a bond of inferiority from a target to have them.
Can't believe start playing, put you on a waiting list. Can't believe this shit.
Wait, what?
I said I can't believe start playing, put you on a waiting list. Like you're some pleb.
You emailed them?
Of course I fucking did.
Aww. How long is the waiting list?
I don't fucking know.
Well,
we're reviewing your application, bro. Like, let me holler at y'all real quick though. You silly gooses.
Alright, let me go ahead and edit this and remove Apocrypha from here as well. Eventually I'll figure out how to do this. I'll figure out how to do Apocrypha properly. Alright.
I did make a character and Demi playing for Daggerheart last night after the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
You feel good about it?
I do feel good about it. I don't know if I would run this one. I don't know. I would try to. But this game is something else. I think I would definitely need it run for me to really understand what I want to do with it. And especially, we didn't even touch on the environment, fucking cards and that type of shit. There's so much about this game. Mm, mm, mm.
Oh, that's right. I wanted to change this into a major villain as well here. Wow.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, it said minor on it, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Not
It's
anymore.
like, nah, this is
We came up with in chat kind of its backstory.
Sure. What's it steal?
So at level 10, it is just the summon of some poor fucking dude who, of course, wants power. He has his own machinations. But because the ritual was done improperly, Urizen sticks around.
Pause real quick.
Okay.
Mr. Krayeps.
Oh, yes. Oops. There you go.
I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
But you get to summon the crustacean Soprano Mafia. You can call in Johannes, who can only perform the cold shoulder, Steven, who can only perform the stab, Tony, who can only do the big steppy, and Tommy, who has a gun. I gave this crab a pistol. You're telling me you're disappointed whenever this monster is balanced? And it has a special rule where you can bribe the crab or face the consequences.
Bribe the crab or face the consequences. Amazing.
And then he's got traits.
Which are?
Stabby, snippy, snappy, pokey, and overall violent.
Maura, I think it's time for you to go to bed.
I didn't make this monster today. I made this monster a long time ago on chat. Tommy, who has a Glock. I know, it's great. Alright, chat, alright.
Jesus Christ.
I'm being sent to bed, so I don't have a different outro. I will maybe one day think of one, but in honor of what was and in honor of you, I wish you all love, peace, and truth. I bar all harm, discord, stagnation, and unbalance from you and this night so that you might rest and get some respite tonight. One moment, I'm gonna take a sip. May we make this place the world that we want to see and live in today and always. We'll do the outro music because I know that you guys like the end screen sometimes, so I'll have it on for you, but I'm gonna mute myself. Love you guys. Bye!